following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
Welcome into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Ian MacHendrie. Alongside me is Jaxson Gibbs making his return back. It's been a minute since we've seen you, Jaxson. How you been? How you doing?
Been doing good. You know, vacation. Then we didn't broadcast for a little bit, but we're back. We're back.
We are back. You excited for this game? We got Mountain View. Decent team, but they're going up against our Frederick Golden Eagles.
Yep.
And we will send it onto the sideline with Isaiah Shue. Isaiah?
Thank you, Ian. I'm down here on the sideline, watch both teams warm up. Frederick brings a lot of good energy to this match. I think they're going to do really good on this match. Mountain View are also doing really good on their warm-ups. They're making a lot of shots, and I think it's going to be a very competitive match against other teams. Thank you, Ian. Back to you.
Okay, you can go.
Thank you, Isaiah. And we'll get a chance to look at our keys for the night, Jaxson. What are some of the keys tonight for this win for Frederick, hopefully?
Okay, three keys. We want to stop the Twins. The Twins are on top of all Mountain View stats. They have most points, most rebounds, and they have most everything. Second is we want to hit our free throws. We don't want to leave those free points out on the court. We want to be able to hit those to secure the dub. And lastly, control the boards on offense and defense. Don't let them get on defense. Don't let them get second chance points, and on offense, get the second chance points to help us secure the dub today.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Like you said, though, we got to hit those free throws. Their last couple games, they have been kind of lacking on those free throws, especially we talked to Zoe Wittler a little bit. She told us that, you know, they got to be better at getting those free throws. They got to get the boards. And if they can do that with this Mountain View team, who has actually been playing pretty well, this will be a good test for Frederick to see, you know, we haven't seen them in a minute, but hopefully they can just keep rolling and keep going in what they've been doing. But, I mean, yeah, it's been a minute since you've been out here, but it's going to be an exciting one for sure. Both teams pretty good teams, and yeah. And we'll take a look to see since we have been gone, the Golden Eagles, they're sitting at 10-4. Points per game, Zoe Wittler with 11.6. Rebounds per game, Kaylee Gardner with 6.4. Assists per games, Riley Gallegos with a solid almost 2 assists per game. Steals per games, Zoe Wittler with basically 3 steals per game. And blocks per game, Gabby Jima averaging about a half a block a game, which is pretty much just averaging a block a game. But, I mean, they've been pretty successful lately. As we're just a couple minutes from tip-off here. As, I mean, both teams look fired up, ready to go. Like you said, we got to stop the Twins. The Twins, they're pretty electric when they get the ball in their possession. And then we also got to stop Branscombe, Addison Branscombe. They're leading points per game. She's averaging about, what, like 14 and a half-ish per game right now. They've been pretty much dominant when they get the ball. So Frederick just has to lock down those 3, and they're going to be good. As we'll get to the national anthem here, hope you some player introductions.
Frederick High School band.
Send it down, and now we will send it down to the sideline for the player introductions. are back up here, and we're just moments away from tip-off, and I'm pretty excited. We're back in the booth. We're back cooking together. And, I mean, like you said, we haven't done a broadcast in a minute, but, you know, we're not going to be rusty. We're ready to go.
State winning.
Ooh, I mean, back-to-back possibly. You never know. As we will get to the tip here in a moment. I believe that's Branscrum and Frederick's very own Kaylee Gardner for the tip. Should be a pretty good tip. Both got some good hype. Should be a good, good see who can start with ball and start with possession. As here we go with the tip. And Zoe Wittler is going to get in that pile, come out with it, and they're on a fast break. Ooh, Salisbury tried to connect to Jima there, just threw it out of bounds there.
Yep, we're going to see a lot of, you guys are going to hear a lot of Zoe Wittler out there tonight. She's a good hustle player, scores a lot of points, gets a lot of steals.
I mean, she makes plays, and that's what they're going to need from her tonight, but it's going to be a good one for all the entire team as Gardner got a hand on that one and got the steal, but
got stolen right back.
Wittler kind of got pit-pocketed there. She was trying to turn up and then got it stolen. Ooh. As Branscrum is going to go
face first into the ground.
I think they're going to call Salisbury for the foul there.
Looks to be a pushing foul. Could be called pushing, blocking. But it was on the ground.
I mean, that one looked pretty physical. It's going to definitely be a physical game for sure. Looking for a pass. Branscrum with it. Right now, there's one of the twins that we talked about. Got to limit the twins. Solis tried to give it to Branscrum. Got called for the travel there.
Yep. Tried to do too much without dribbling.
But I mean, no shot clock here, so it's kind of interesting with the no shot clock. You have a lot of time, set stuff up, make plays happen, find the open people. But I don't know, it's definitely interesting. Yep. Gallegos with it, gives it to Salisbury. And they're going to call her for the travel that time.
Yeah, for the girls are just trying to move the ball around, get the open shot instead of trying to force anything. Coming out here with a press to start the game. Score still 0-0, but hopefully we'll see a bucket soon.
It's been a very physical about first minute of the game. Both teams playing very heavy defense, and that's what you like to see, especially from a Frederick standpoint. There's Solis with the shot off that time. Rebounded by Gallegos.
Pushing it up the court.
Gives it to Jima.
Ooh.
And they're going to call her for a travel, which I agree with the call there. It was kind of, she just slipped a little bit.
Yeah, wasn't ready for the ball. Took a little stumble, but
it's all good. Get off, shake it off. Right now, Frederick and Mountain View just both in a spot where it's like, it's interesting. And, ooh. Wittler went for the steal right through the legs, kind of. She got a hand on it.
Yep. She seemed to fall down. If she would have stayed on her feet, she would have grabbed that for an easy bucket.
Oh, yeah. Branscrum just got kind of lost in the Wittler magic. So it was definitely interesting there. Solis with it. Wittler going to get called that time. Inbound coming. That's Matchett on the inbound. Gives it to Branscrum, covered by Wittler. Which I think that's going to be a very good matchup tonight. Both teams pretty much almost best player. It's going to be a tight battle for them all. There's Branscrum underneath the rim, and an easy two
for the first
for Frederick. Or not Frederick, Mountain View. Wittler bringing it up, though. It's to Salisbury in the corner. Working the screen underneath. Wide open.
Just excellent ball handling, pulling the defender up, letting her get underneath, wide open for an easy lay.
Gardner with just another easy bucket.
Tipped it.
Just couldn't find the off the tip. There's once again Branscrum being worked by Wittler.
Oh,
ball's lost. Salisbury comes up with it. Quick, fast break, and an easy layup.
Yep, just lost the ball. Avery saw her opportunity, just bolted, grabbed that ball, and just laid it up.
Beautiful play there by Frederick defensively as they've jumped to a 4-2 lead. Twins working the ball together. That's Megan with it.
Trying to get a little bit of some twin action, twin magic going on. What's it got the foul called?
Twin magic. I like that. Inbound coming. Right underneath the rim for Maddie.
Looks like our Frederick's defense just was not prepared for that. Looks like it's timeout called by Frederick.
And Frederick coach a little pressed a little bit. He was looking at the far ref and he was.
Because I think it's because I was looking up. Avery was tying her shoe. So then she wasn't ready to play defense. And they just got an easy bucket.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's something interesting.
Wonder if coach has got a warning for yelling at the ref. Don't want him to get teed up.
You got to be careful with that. Here's Wittler. Finds Salisbury.
Surveying, looking. Little jab.
Dribble drive. Jima for three. Just off that time. Woo. Salisbury with a great hustle. Couple bunny hop jumps there to get that rebound. Jima finds Salisbury once again. Back to Jima. Jima drive. Tried to get it underneath to Gardner.
Yeah, tried to look for that. Had the hole for a second, then it just closed right as she let go of the ball.
And that's just an easy 1-2 pass, easy points.
Timeout Frederick trying to just recuperate, get back on offense, stop him on defense.
The Frederick High School Booster Club is always looking for parent volunteers to help carry along the long tradition of supporting our students of this community. The purpose of the Booster Club is to provide the funding and manpower for the homecoming tailgate celebration, after prom parties, grant students and clubs, student groups and clubs, as well as scholarships to graduating seniors. If you are interested in becoming involved, we invite you to reach out to our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us or attend the next meeting in the FHS library. If you are wanting to be more involved in the community, have the desire to do something that benefits the students of our community, we'd love to hear from you. The FHS Booster Club would like to give a special shout out to their partners last year who went above and beyond supporting Frederick High School last year. And we'll get to those in a moment. We're back to the action. So I believe Pack is coming on.
Forgot her shirt.
She forgot her shirt was on. But Pack, she's a lethal three-point shooter. She can, if she's open, she's gonna take the shot. And
looks like Riley's in a bit of comfiness.
A little uncomfortable.
Maybe she got hit in the face. Maybe a contact.
Definitely something. And Frederick is just off right now, trying to find these pass lanes.
Mountainview's making a good job of making it look like the pass lanes are open. They're just snatching the ball up.
They're doing a great job, as you said, just closing those pass lanes quick after making them seem like they're open. There's Branscrum. Little pump fake drive. Branscrum wanted to shoot it, but Jima with the tight D, and they're going to call her on that one. Jima just couldn't get her hands up in time. The sponsors from last year: Les Schwab Tire, Lion-X and Boulder, Remax Momentum, Erica Hageman, Riptide Car and Pet Wash, Napa University Auto Parts, Stapp Interstate Toyota, My Guy HVAC, Pepper Fireside Grill, and American Family Insurance, the Rick Enos Agency. Again, please visit our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us if you'd like to get involved. We welcome any supporters, not just parents. The FHS Booster Club is a proud partner of GEBN. Whew. Gets both to fall. Now Frederick down by 4. Needing to try to find a way back into this game. Stanton as well was subbed in.
Yep, just there's passing, cutting, trying to find an open bucket.
Wittler, who finds Stanton. Salisbury looking for Pack, but couldn't find it. Stanton back to Salisbury. Now there's Wittler. She's going to take it out, set everything up, and get going now.
Looks like Mountain View's running a 2-3 zone.
And Wittler a little frustrated with herself there. She saw the pass and then kind of overshot it. They gave her right to him for an easy drive and 2. Frederick down 6.
Not too big of a hold.
Stanton gives it to Salisbury. Salisbury. Like you said, they are running a very zone-heavy defense. It's kind of hard. Pack Can't get the three to go that time. Like I said, Pack will take the shot if she has a chance to. That one just not falling in her favor there. That's, I believe that was Megan on the shot.
Just a little long. Good rebound.
Wittler.
Zoe just right around her. Drives in, fakes the kick out. Ooh,
And
almost
a
got the
foul.
A1.
Oh, almost had the N1 there. That was a beautiful fake pass into the drive. Calls, gets the
foul.
contact, and now she's going to the line to shoot two. Hopefully, we were wishing it would have been the extra one, but, you know, any point really matters right now if you can get him going. Willer breaking the first shot. Like she said herself, they've got to work on those free throws.
Just free. They're free, easy points. You don't want to just keep missing them.
You can't just leave those points on the court. That, you know, these close one-point games, these free throws could come back to haunt them if they keep missing. That one off too. Needed just a little bit more on it. Frederick is running a very press-heavy defense right now. They're making them have to work out of their own end. Rivera on the defense. Frederick ball.
Just passed it out of bounds. Looking for her man though. Run down, but just didn't see her. Just passed it too early.
Here comes Wittler.
Running a 2-3. They gotta run a little. They gotta stack one side of the court to break this 2-3.
Gardner to Wittler for three. That one off that time. Pack gets the rebound. Finds Rivera. She's a good three-point shooter as well. Back to Wittler. Second chance. Off again. So Megan had some words for her team there.
Just coaching them up.
That's what every good leader, every team has a leader, and you know, right there, she was trying to be the leader and talking, and something's going on.
Looks like Mountain View's already in the bonus, so she'll be shooting some free throws off that foul.
Foul was called on Gardner. Not quite sure on what the call was.
I thought it was. I didn't see Gardner near her at all. I thought it was just Zoe.
It might have just been some after the play happened talking. Can't really tell, but I don't know. Megan makes the first one. She said you got to limit these twins. You can't let them get going. And I mean, right now, one of them's been subbed off, but they just got to keep it going. Here's Stanton bringing up the ball. Wittler, the only remaining starter on the court for Frederick.
They're subbing people in, just trying to get a spark.
There's Rivera. Jumper off. Took a couple bounces there, but couldn't find the net. Mountain View working Frederick right now.
Yeah, they just have a girl in the middle, just setting up passes, open lanes.
Megan Keel drives right to the rack and gets the easy two.
She's got the ball and held it up. It was too high for anybody else to reach, and she just put it in.
Hansen, that shot way off that time. Frederick seems a little rattled right now.
I don't think they're expecting Mountain View to come out like this after Frederick beat them earlier this season by 10.
We were calling that game, I believe. And Rivera kind of trapped. Stanton, ooh, gets fouled on the shot. That one's pretty clear.
No, just got to hit these free throws.
Frederick has not scored a point in a good 2-3 minutes right now. Even a free throw can get him going.
Just need that spark. You see the ball go into the basket.
With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Construction is a fully integrated Colorado-based, Colorado-focused construction firm. From our infrastructures to vertical buildings, our success is built on a long-lasting relationship with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It's our genuine commitment to give back to the communities and do the right thing always. and collaborate in impactful projects like building top-tier educational facilities in the next generation. That's why we are proud supporting partners of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles. Stanton didn't get the first one.
Made the second one.
She calmed herself down. She took the second one, and she made it. Ball tipped off the hands, but right to him. Branscrum, 3. Oh, easy 3, wide open. Frederick down by 12. Rivera.
Trying to get something in before the quarter's over.
Hanson to Pack. Back to Rivera. Rivera. Foul called.
Looks to be on the ground. Let's get a quick inbound. Try to get a bucket before the quarter ends.
8.5 to go.
Gonna run a few picks out here. Try to get an open three-point shooter.
Try to get somebody open who's going to make a shot. Rivera's got to get it off. She just chucked it up. Stanton was there, luckily. Back to Rivera. She's trying to work something. Hanson. Oh, she gets blocked. Rivera puts it up.
Oh, close, close, close. Could have been called a foul. There was a lot of reaching on that last shot.
Tough first quarter for Frederick, down by 12. But, you know, we've been here. Frederick's really, they don't start the game off very well, but second, third quarter, fourth quarter, they start picking it up, especially in the second quarter. On that Meade game that me and you both called, they didn't look that great first quarter, but second quarter they kind of exploded. They were down just like this, a couple buckets, and they'll be back in this one easily. It's been a hard, physical fought game so far, though. As both teams have looked decent. Frederick needs to tighten up the passes, make some shots, and get themselves right back into this game.
Yep. Hit our free throws. I feel like we've been getting the boards pretty evenly. I feel like we've got a lot of boards. And just getting fast points, fast break points, playing good defense, stealing that ball in the presses, and just getting back in this game.
You gotta stop Mountain View from getting the open shots. We've seen some shots that Frederick could have easily defended, but they just can't seem to find it defensively.
Both Twins are back on the floor.
Believe they're pretty much their entire starting lineup back on. Keel. 3 is good. That's Maddie Keel. Her twin came over and gave her a quick high five, you know. Sisters help each other out. Here's Pack. Working the perimeter, gives it to Salisbury. Looking for somebody to get open. Gallegos couldn't grab it. Mountain View, already a few steals. Another one from Maddie. That one just short.
Zoe taking the ball up on a fast break, looking for a Euro maybe. Oh, a jump stop, kick out. 3.
Pack. 3 is off again. Frederick, no makes from deep yet.
We gotta hit those threes if we want to be back in this game.
What's happening is Mountain View's just trapping them when they get to the rim and they just can't do anything out of it. Gallegos was playing some decent defense there.
Yep, playing defense, just trying to hold them from getting easy buckets. Pressing up on when they pick up the ball.
Travel called that time. And we'll set it out on the floor for Isaiah Shue. Isaiah.
Thank you, Ian. I'm here down on the sideline, and we can see that both teams are starting out really strong. Frederick got a few buckets, but they just need to work on to not turn the ball over. And then their defense are really good. They also need to work on how to score the basket, score more points for the other team. Thank you, Ian. Back to you.
And we are back. Salisbury, dribble drive, travel. Got a little ahead of herself that time. Tried to just bring the ball up, but she was still moving, so she's got to be careful.
Looks like Frederick's coming out on the press, just trying to get some points, trying to stop them from scoring.
You got to stop this run that they are on. Layup good. Frederick calls another time. Branscrum once again. Would you like to meet an Olympian, connect with a D1 athlete, or talk to a Twitch streamer? Rocky Students is a part of Rocky.Church. And they're all about connecting the students with their purpose. They believe students are the future goal to try to, their goal. Hold on. Students are the future, and their goal is to help be empowered, encouraged, and supported. There are many ways to connect with Rocky Students. You can start by watching their monthly podcast on YouTube, where you'll hear from guests on a multitude of topics. Show up on Wednesdays to Wednesday nights to hang out with friends and meet some incredible guest speakers, or even join the gaming community on Discord. Follow them on Instagram, Rocky_Students_Frederick, to learn more. Definitely go check them out. They do a lot for this community. Amazing people over there. Gallegos brings it up. She's got Wittler to her right. Screen by Gardner. Oh. Great play call, though.
Yeah, trying to set up the pick and roll. Just got hit over her hand, so she's lost the ball. Looks to go off Mountain View's foot, though, giving Frederick inbound under the basket.
I mean, Gallegos found Gardner off the screen, and then Gardner was trying to feed it to Pack. But like you said, it went off, I believe, a Mountain View's foot. Wittler's got it inbound.
Riley's wide open at the three-point line.
That's going to be a travel on Salisbury. She kind of got pushed. So, I mean, it was kind of tough for that call, but I see why they called it. Gallegos comes out, Salisbury comes out, Stanton on, and Rivera on. Here they come, Mountain View. Rivera got a hand on there and got the steal.
Little 4-on-1, good easy bucket.
Wittler.
That's what we like to see.
Laying from Wittler. And Frederick, that might just be the spark they needed.
Mountain View looks a little scared right now, trying to get the ball up.
Timeout called. Frederick right now down by 15. We've seen higher leads, so it's not quite over just yet.
Over.
Only second quarter. Frederick's just got to go on a run here and stunt Mountain View here and get going. As like I said, Frederick is a better, they don't come out very hot. They start showing up around the second quarter around this time. So hopefully we can start seeing with that Wittler too, a lot more buckets start falling for them.
Yeah, if we hit, so hopefully we start hitting our threes. So that would help us get right back in the game. We only need about 5. We need 5 threes, down 15. Plus a few layups. Yep, looks to be a carry. Can't carry the ball down the court. You got to dribble it.
Well said there. As Frederick will get ball right back. Stanton will inbound to Wittler. Wittler surveying this field. Like you said, they're running that 3-2 zone where it's hard. Frederick's working a lot of pick and rolls. Oh, as Wittler.
That goes into the band.
Tried to hit Pack and almost took someone out in the band that time.
It's fine. We didn't hit anything. Everybody's fine.
She just hit the section with nobody in it, so just
stolen
decent.
by
Stanton with the steal. Pack for 3. Off that time.
Off the foot.
But a great rebound. Gardner. Stanton. Pack. Stanton. Trying to find somebody.
Get the ball out.
Oh, just underthrew Rivera there. Back on defense.
Could have been a shot.
Wide open. 3 is off. They got to get boards, though. Underneath, Branscrum. 2, won't fall. Rivera gets up and gets the rebound.
Kicks it up, passing it up, trying to get that 5-on-4.
Stanton, Pack. Good on the 2. She pump faked the 3. They jump. She drives. Beautiful 2.
Yeah, she just took a 1. Oh, looks to be tipped by Josie.
Josie got a hand on it. Maybe that one might have been one where you might just let, because that one looked a little behind. But, I mean, we've seen some bigger plays. Here's Matchett, gives it to Branscombe. Megan trying to find somebody. Stolen by Gardner.
Josie gets the ball, dribbling it up all the way.
To the rack and good. Josie Stanton for 2. And Frederick down by 11. Underneath, 3. Oh, beautiful three-point shot
Did not
that
even
time.
see the net move.
She hit it right where the rim, where it would just go straight in. Beautiful shot.
With the answer,
Stanton off that time. Gardner working underneath the rim, though.
again? No.
She didn't take it. Drive. Stanton again for 2.
Little over, not trying to get the ball stolen.
Gardner gets it right back. Wittler.
Surveying,
Ooh.
slips.
Slipped right through Rickman's hands. Wittler trying to command the team. Foul called there on Megan.
Little handsy there on that defense. Trying to stop Zoe with their hands and not her legs.
Frederick right now, if they can keep this up, they might have found their rhythm. They might start being able to get this lead down to 2-3 points. Here's Wittler, but they gotta score on this right here. Rickman went to shoot and a
Draws
foul.
the foul. Gotta hit these gotta hit these free throws.
You gotta hit those free throws. Frederick shooting like 25% right now. They're one of
4.
1 of 4. So yeah, about 25%. They gotta get going here on these free throws. Rickman up and good on the first one.
Hear from people from the other team just like whistling, trying to distract her, but she still just bangs it.
Just gotta shake off the fans. But just close out everybody, block it out, and just take the shots. Rickman's second is good. Frederick down 10. It was 15. Wittler got a hand
with a
on
tip.
it. Back to this full court. Wittler tried to jump it. Couldn't quite find it. Dribbling through the defense. Backdoor wide open. Mechie.
You just gotta get back on D.
Matchett's, I apologize. Rivera, dribble, drive, Wittler.
Floater.
Good on the 2. Zoe Wittler. Back to 10. Now you got to get back. If once that ball hits about right between the midline.
A little overthrown. Good call by the ref.
I think Mountain View thought maybe that went off of Frederick's fingers, so they should get the ball there, but nobody touched it.
A little overthrown.
Stanton inbounds to Wittler. Frederick cut it down to 10. Can they get going here? Rivera wanted to shoot it. Hanson for 3. Off that time. Wittler with the rebound. Rivera, dribble, drive, floater, no good. Took down one of her defenders. Ball goes out. I believe that was off Rivera's hand. Inbound coming from Mountain View. Stolen. Stanton got hit on the shot. She kind of drew that one a little bit, but
Gotta do what you
it
gotta
works. Josie Stanton to the line now.
do. Last time she only hit half of her free throws, but hopefully she can hit both this time.
Once the game starts progressing, I think they start getting more into a rhythm, and I'm not going to be too worried about these shots. First one off the back iron.
They had a little huddle in the middle of the paint.
Stanton, she did miss her first one last time, but then she converted on the second attempt. She does this time.
50%, still better than 0.
Denied now.
Oh, she's out of bounds.
Frederick ball.
Look,
She got the ball, and then she kind of went down.
only down 9.
She kind of got into a spot where, you can't really do anything. She used her dribble. She can't get up where it's a travel. So she kind of has to.
When she was laying on the out of bounds line.
And then she fell backwards onto the out of bounds line. But she would
looking for a call, but she just fell. There's no call.
Rivera for 2.
With the left. Cutting the lead down to 7.
Lefty lay. Beautiful
Little
shot.
trap.
And right to Wittler. Zoe. Rickman
Ooh.
wanted it. Oh.
That was
Travel called.
I don't know about that one. Caught the ball. Jump stopped.
Just gave her a little hezzy. But then just, I don't know. It could go either way there, really. But if Frederick keeps playing this trap defense, it's going to work. But you can't leave the back door open.
On that, you gotta hedge. You gotta either make her stop or just get back for that pass behind you.
There's Hansen. Wanted to go to Wittler. Wittler with the hustle.
Oh my God.
Rickman on it.
Bodies all over the floor. How is that? Oh my
Wittler
God.
diving. Timeout called.
Surprised there was no calls there.
That was very interesting.
Bodies everywhere. There could have been like at least 15 calls on that.
Bodies are flying here in Frederick. Very interesting play there. I mean, you know, Gardner lost the ball. Wittler came flying in. She tipped it. Rickman went down to go grab it. And then she was getting kind of tapped at from behind. But ultimately, it ends up being Mountain View ball. It's been a tough fight in the second half for sure, or second quarter for sure. Frederick lead to 9. They are still in this game. Maybe try to cut the lead down to maybe 5-4 before half here.
Or even get the lead.
That's a very good possibility. I mean, you've got about a minute and 10 seconds left. Just got to make things happen. Maybe start drilling some of those three-point shots, and you're going to be in a good place.
Only need 3 3-pointers.
But they got to play some defense here and get the ball right back. Brandstrom. More trap. Lost it. And there's Hansen. Getting kind of handsy there. And Hansen comes out with it. Hansen again with it. Dribble drive. Gives it out. Oh, good pass to Wittler.
Little
Working on the
hezzy.
drive. Wittler fighting.
Oh my God.
Jump ball.
A lot of bodies on the floor still.
Wittler is hustling out there right now. She is putting her body on the line to go get those balls.
That's what we like to see.
Wittler for the inbound. Frederick trying to run a little play to get somebody open. Wittler's got to find him. There's Rivera. Little heads drive. Rivera got some contact there, no call.
You know, they're just trying to find somebody for an open 3, moving around, get some screens, but nothing happened. Zoe had to get it out for the 10 seconds.
I mean, at this point, Frederick just needs to take a shot. You know, try to get some points before half here. Woo. And a block by Rivera. Came right behind, grabbed it, and said, no, ma'am.
Splits the defenders, go down, kick out, little midi.
Rickman can't get it.
Rickman with the ricochet.
Foul called. Both teams playing very, very physical. Call will be on Hansen. Inbound.
Just try not to let him get a bucket before halftime, but don't foul too.
I want to see a buzzer beater. 3. Off that time.
Team.
And the ball out of bounds by Wittler, and that'll do it for the first half. Frederick down by 9. And I mean, it's been a tough fight for sure. What are some of the things that you saw that were working well for that first half for Frederick?
Got that good hustle. We had Zoe all over the floor, tipping it out. Hayden jumping on that, just getting fouled.
As we will send it down to the court with Isaiah Shue. Isaiah. And we'll be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadel Realty, and specifically Greg Zadel. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadel is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadel Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadel Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadel Realty.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab tires is too, because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey, I'm Jake Marsing, social studies teacher and advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, and you're watching GEBN. Go Golden Eagles! Welcome back in, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and our live coverage of halftime here at Frederick High School. Right now, your Frederick Golden Eagle girls down by 9 at the half, and we're going to welcome you into the Zadel Realty halftime show. Greg Zadel and Zadel Realty, your community-centered realtor. Some big moments from this game, but not nearly as big as we see consistently in the housing market. When it comes to housing and real estate, there is nobody out there better than Greg Zadel. We had the chance to put Greg's knowledge to the test not that long ago. We invited Greg to our basketball court, play a little game, everyone's favorite house. I'm going to throw it over to Carly Evans and Greg Zadel. Carly?
What's up, Eagle Nation? Carly Evans here, alongside Zoe Wittler and Greg Zadel for the Zadel Realty halftime show. Today, we're going to be playing a game of house, similar to a game of horse. The rules are the same, but the only difference is if you answer the question correctly, then it equals a shot made. First one with all letters of the house loses the game.
Take a question instead of shooting this.
Okay, the first question is, what is the term for a loan used to buy real estate where the property itself serves as a collateral?
That's a mortgage. I better take another question.
Ooh, okay. Second question is, in real estate, what does the acronym MLS stand for?
Multiple listing service. Take a question instead of shooting this.
Okay. What is the process called when a property owner allows someone else to use their property for a specified period, often in exchange for rent?
They're leasing the property. Give me a weird question.
Ooh, okay. What is the difference between a real estate agent, and a real estate broker?
So technically in Colorado, everybody's a broker, but most people are considered agents if they're working under a broker. I better take a question.
Okay. In what type of housing do residents own their individual units but share common areas and facilities?
A condominium or else common interest community. Jeez. I'm gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Okay, give me another question.
All right. What is the term for the increase in the value of a property over time?
Appreciation. Okay, another question.
Okay. What do we call a document that outlines the rights and responsibilities of a tenant and a landlord?
A lease. Better take a question.
Okay. What is the purpose of a home appraisal?
To set the value of the property to determine what the lender will loan on it. Okay, I'll take a question from here.
All right. What is the legal document that transfers ownership of real estate from one party to another?
The deed. Gotta make it tougher and tougher. Give me another question.
All right. What is the difference between a fixed rate mortgage and an adjustable rate mortgage?
So fixed rate mortgage, the interest doesn't change, and adjustable rate, it changes usually on an annual basis. So I would choose to make you take a question and I shoot the basket. Question, please.
Okay. What is the role of a homeowners association in a residential community?
They take care of the common interest community and enforce the covenants and rules. Pressure. Take it over. They're going to be the first one to get a house. Okay, pressure's going to be on you. I'm going to take a question.
Ooh, okay. What is the term for the initial payment by a buyer when oh Lord. Okay. When investing into a mortgage agreement?
Down payment.
Well, we will finish off that game of house in the boys basketball game a little bit later. We're going to throw it back right now to Jaxson and Ian on the call of the second half here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
And we are back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Ian MacHendrie with Jaxson Gibbs alongside. And we will set it out of the court with Isaiah Shu. Isaiah.
Thank you, Ian. I'm here on the sideline. And then from the second quarter, we can see that Frederick is putting up a really good fight back. They come back a lot. They score a lot of points back. And if they keep this up in the second half, they will eventually make a great comeback. Thank you, Ian. Back to you.
And we are back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. We're back in the booth. Three-pointer drained by Zoe Wittler there.
Way to start the second half on a high note.
Down 6. Jima with the steal. Nobody with her. Drive, take, good. On the 2.
Whatever they said in the locker room really worked. They're coming out here hot.
Down by 4. Frederick was down by 15 at one point. Brought it back to 4, and we are in a good game here, folks. If they can get a couple more defensive stops, this game's going to be tied here in a minute.
Ooh. Damn.
Ball stays in. Gallegos kind of baited her to jump out at it. Jima, wide open back door and another one. 4. Frederick. Down by 2 now.
Good hustle play. Get back on defense. Get the board.
Beautiful Euro. Ooh. But nothing that time.
Oh.
Wittler goes in to check on him. She went for the ball, but Gardner was not letting her have it. Kind of slammed her to the ground there.
More like a get off me.
Interesting play there. Wittler with possession.
Hopefully they can take the lead with a 3-point on this, or at least tie it up to 2.
Get the points that are on the board. Just even if you got to get a 2 just to tie, get the points. Gardner finds backdoor. Wittler for 3. Off
Short.
that time. Gallegos. Rebound, no. She kind of gave up after she shot that. I think she might have been able to get that rebound. She's got to stick with it. Can't lose your confidence.
Deep 3.
Oh. Megan that time takes a deep 3. Making Frederick pay for that poor defense there. Wittler finds Gallegos. Back to Wittler. Working around. Jima.
Looks like just to be some off the ball. Just
off ball foul. Kind of an elbow.
No, it looks like she like pushed or like got tangled. She got offensive, so she just tried to move her by herself, not moving.
I think that could have gone either way, really, because they both were playing pretty physical, but
yeah,
you got to listen to what the refs call and
don't get teed up.
Yeah, you can't be fighting that hard to try to get what you think. Shot that time off.
Good defense. Take her out of the paint, have her throw up that tough shot.
Salisbury. And foul called. Shot doesn't go. Ball will be inbounded.
Avery looks wide open in the corner.
Salisbury is open. I mean, get the ball to her, and they finally switched some defense on her. Inbound goes to Gardner. Jima. Gallegos. Wittler. Drive. Under.
Ooh,
gets the foul.
Zoe started off cold today from the free throw. 0 for 2. Hopefully she can hit these 2 to get out 500.
Can she just stay focused and get the shots that she needs right now? Les Schwab Tire Center provides a free peace of mind tire protection, and it's a lifetime tire mileage care for the life of your tires with the best tire value promise. And it comes with every car pickup tire we sell. Les Schwab also cares about the communities. That's why they are a proud sponsor of Frederick High School and the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Zoe first one bang, just straight through. No rim.
I think Zoe's got a little bit more of a mentality coming out of that second half, knowing that she's got to kind of step it up right now. She's leading this team in points. She makes both of the free throws. Cuts the lead back to 3.
Yep, she had that 3, then she had the 2 free throws. She's got
about 5-6 points right now.
Good wall
Branscombe
up.
can't get it.
What?
Foul called. Not quite sure what the call is there.
Looked to be a very late call. Frederick already had the ball and was already making their way up. Then the call was called.
I have no idea. Just need to play some defense here. Misfire. Gives it to Gallegos. Here comes Wittler.
Pulling it out, just trying to
Command.
set something up.
Salisbury wanted to shoot. Had to take a dribble. Gallegos gives it. There's Wittler once again.
Just trying to break this 2-3 defense.
Trying to find something. Shot from Salisbury. Off. And that was Maddie on the rebound. Gives it to her sister. And then gives it to Branscombe. Lost the dribble.
Picks
Underneath.
It up, gets it out.
3. Off that time. Jima hit it towards Maddie, and that was just a misslip on the ball that time.
Yeah, he's got to pick up those easy points. You got to get those rebounds, don't let them score inside.
Jima. Wittler, pump fake. Trying to find something. Gives it to Jima. Back to Salisbury. Lost her dribble, gives it Jima low. Takes the shot and good.
Yeah, just good ball movement there. Just looking for the open shot. Takes it, pump fakes, get a little floater action, sinks it.
Get them going. Frederick down by 3 once again. I mean, at this spot, you're down 3. You might not have to take the 3 to tie. 3 ball off. Maybe just get a 2, bring it to a 1-score game, and then just get back into it from there.
No matter how many,
You can't force shots, can't try to force passes. Just got to focus on where that ball needs to be. If there's an open player, you got to make the ball to him.
Yeah, we can't be having those turnovers this close. We gotta get this game. We gotta take our first lead of the game.
It has been a tight fight right now. So here they come down the court. 3, Branscombe off. And a great play. Foul called.
Reach in by number 35.
That would be Swank. Evelyn Swank on the call that time, as she just smacked Stanton's arm. Hanson subbed in for Gardner. Gardner, who has been playing exceptionally well on the boards, brings in Hanson, who has been decent as well on the boards tonight.
That's what we're looking for, just controlling the boards, getting those put-back points on offense and stopping them from getting those put-back points on defense.
Jima, drive, puts up the shot, and a beautiful shot. Kind of took some Frederick bounces there, but
we'll like to see it. We'll like to see it.
In the back of the net, no complaints at all.
Within 1 point.
Closest it's been really all game.
Besides the very beginning.
When it was 0-0. 3, and another 3 from Megan Keel, who has just been draining threes all day from range. Tried to fight Hanson underneath, got it taken away. This is the spot where Frederick just needs to calm it down. Back to a 3-point game. Sorry, 4-point game. Got to get the boards.
Good wall up by Gabby there to not draw the foul, but just be able to put some good defense on the shot. Kick out.
Jima drive, no good. She kind of got hit on her side.
Had to hit a little turn. Still got a shot up.
Very awkward shot she had to shoot there. Kind of falling to her right. She had to put it up on her left side. It was pretty hard for her to do there. It's Megan with it again, who has been draining 3-point shots all day, and they're going to call her that time. Or a timeout.
Yeah, I have to call a timeout because she know where to go. Frederick's playing excellent defense, so they had to waste a timeout to draw something up, try to get some points on this board.
That was a pretty crucial play right there for Frederick.
Yeah, having them waste their timeouts coming towards the end of the game.
Are you ready to shape your community's destiny? Get involved with the local government by serving the Town of Frederick Youth Commission. If you are through grades of 8 through 12 and live in the Carbon Valley, you can join the team and make a difference. Get ready to advise town leaders, lead programs, collaborate on events, and be the voice of your generation. Apply at frederickco.gov/FYC. Hard-fought game. Nearing the final stages of the third quarter here.
Frederick looking to win this quarter.
Like I said, Frederick, not quite a first quarter team. Second quarter start going. This is the quarter that they got to get going. They've cut the lead to 4. It was 1 at one point. Now they've just got to work it.
Yeah, it's got to stop on D and just get some points up and try to win the quarter, outscore them this quarter, and just keep the lead going.
Megan. Ooh. And there's Gallegos. Branscrum took a hard fall. Ooh. Brant.
Little cutback.
Gallegos.
Out for the 3.
3. Hanson off.
Looks to be our ball.
Should stay.
Payne just tipped it out of her hands and it got whacked out by Mountain View's defender.
Good fight for the ball, though, for sure. Here's Rivera on the inbound. Gotta get somebody. There's Pack. Back to Rivera. Pack finds Stanton.
Yeah.
Oh, Rivera let it slip. Almost costly.
Trying to move the ball around, get an open shot, try to get these easy points and not force anything.
Stuck in their perimeter. They got to try to get somewhere in the paint. Pass was tipped. They almost had a steal again right back. Shot goes up.
And
she draws the charge.
Good hustle play there by Riley, just sacrificing the body for the team.
Great play by Gallegos. Saw the contact was coming. She gets set, takes the contact, and a foul called. And here we go.
That's a good stop.
Great play for Frederick, who need at least a basket here to end the quarter. I mean, ideally you want to end the quarter down by 2 or 1. Maybe tie it up if you can. Gallegos,
quick bucket.
Back corner. Ooh, 3, Rivera off.
Just don't let them score and don't foul. That's it.
About 2 seconds. They got to put up a buzzer.
Oh.
Nope. No. And it is time for the fourth quarter.
Yep, cut down on the lead, 11 in that quarter.
And we'll be back on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal at Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who will help you if you come in to buy a car. And it's not because we don't have multiple people say hello, they all will. But we think that the relationship is far more important than anything else. Transactions don't allow businesses to stay in business as long as we have, but relationships truly do. So from the second you walk in, one individual would greet you. They would show you all the vehicles we have to offer. They'd present your numbers to you, help you find creative solutions to get the car that you want at a price you're comfortable with. They'd also talk about extra options such as extended service contracts or prepaid maintenance and things that you'd like to put in your monthly payment that would make it a little bit.
And we are back here. Gallegos with the ball. Frederick down by 4. Gallegos. Wittler. They took Wittler out there in the late stage of the third quarter, trying to rest her up for this crucial fourth quarter. Gardner, shot off. Jima with the rebound. Wittler wanted it. Drive. Easy layup for Zoe Wittler.
Yep, they also could have taken her out so she didn't get a cheap foul coming at the end of the third quarter. Just, they had them razzle-dazzle down there, just threw it out of bounds.
I don't think there was a player there. But
I didn't see one. All I saw was the out of bounds line.
Frederick with the 3 will take their first lead of the night. But ideally, if you just tie the game, no one's complaining. Wittler. Gardner and Wittler kind of got tied up there. Gallegos.
Yeah, Gardner was looking for the screen, but Zoe had already picked up her dribble, so she couldn't really do anything.
Salisbury working it. Back to Wittler. Wittler, corner, Gallegos. Good ball movement for Frederick here, moving it well. To the drive, got blocked, and it goes off Gardner's hand. Tough break for Frederick there. Inbound. Gallegos with the hustle, couldn't keep it on. Right here, if you're Mountain View, you kind of just want to run the clock. Maybe try to get some shots up. Good hand on it from Gardner, but can't get the ball. Down low. Shot is off. Rebounded by Salisbury.
Riley did what I like to call, she pulled the chair on her. Addison tried to use her as like a little backstop. Riley just zipped out and she fell, missed a shot.
Wittler ties us up here at 37. Shot off, rebound, Gardner. Frederick is working it now. Salisbury, backdoor, Jima, drive, fadeaway, foul called. She's going to the line to shoot 2.
We're all tied up. We got two free shots to take the lead.
I mean, we've been saying it since they were down 15. The game is not over.
Until I win.
It's not over. Right now, Frederick with the chance to
take the lead.
Which Jima knows it.
Ice in her veins, ice in her veins.
And that's the lead. Frederick with their first lead of the night.
Coming in late, which might be a good thing.
Can they sustain it? Jima. Up and good for number 2.
Nothing but net. Like I said, ice in her veins.
Now the defense. You can't let up on the defense. Now that you have the lead, defense needs to stay tight and nothing going.
Looks like they're kind of running a man zone. A little handoff.
Switch. Down low. They've got a mismatch. Blocked by Salisbury again.
Way to just crash onto her.
Oh!
Oh!
Gino was not.
Didn't see the ball bounced off her.
They call a foul on Jima. She didn't see the ball coming. She turned, and then right as she turned, she grabs the ball, and then she gets laid out from the side. She took the hit, but gave an even harder hit. Mountain View with possession. In the tight stages of the game. Oh, she wanted the 3. Shot off, out of bounds.
Over the back.
Frederick ball.
Good bounce out there by Zoe, the force over the back.
Great defense from Salisbury on that shot. She puts her arms up.
Just walled up, distracted her.
Makes it hard. Made it hard for her to shoot that ball. Here's Gallegos on the inbound. Frederick up by 2. About 5:16 to go.
It looks like Maddie is subbed out.
Megan looking a little tired. She's been in for a couple quarters now. Might be time for a sub. Gardner drives, 2, good! Frederick up by 4.
Just growing the lead. Just got to play good defense, don't foul, get the boards, and just keep scoring.
Work it how you can. Wide open.
Good close out.
Wittler with the steal.
Just pickpoxed her.
Zoe drives.
Looks to be a block on the shot. 2 free throws.
She's, I think, 1 of 4. No, 2 of 4. She's 50%, going to the line once again. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, Greg Zadel at Zadel Realty is your community center go-to person. Greg is your local realtor and broker who's been selling homes in the Carver Valley area since 1980. He's an active supporter of our community, FHS, and a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. If you need a realtor with a deep knowledge of the market, Greg Zadel is a great choice. Watch his monthly real estate article in the Consumer Report or email him greg@zadelrealty.com. Greg Zadel and Zadel Realty, your community-centered realtor. That one off by Wittler. Just needs to take a breath here. Maddie has been subbed back in, both the twins on the court. And Wittler misses both.
You know, they're subbing their stars back in, trying to get back in the lead.
Jima with the steal once again. And another basket for Frederick as the crowd knows it. Frederick
just turning up in this last quarter like you were saying. They don't really start hot, but they finish hot.
Up by 6. They can't leave anybody open, though. They got to play like they're down. 3 is good. And that's their leading scorer right there. That is Branscombe. Again, you can't leave her open or she's going to make you pay.
We still have the lead, 3 points.
Still a 3-point game. Wittler drives. They're double teaming Jima.
Looks like to be chewing clock.
Gallegos with it. Gives it to Salisbury.
They're not very as active on offense as they were when they were down.
A lot of physicality on the off ball. Jima, ball was a little low. Ooh. Wittler took a shot as she gets the ball. She drives right past them. Wittler just can't find anybody open. Salisbury holding ball. Back up to Wittler. About 3:20 to go.
There's a lot of passing.
Like you said, killing a lot of clock right now.
Don't want to force any shots.
Timeout called.
Looks like they couldn't find any open buckets, so just call a timeout, get a play up, get a bucket.
Stapp Interstate Toyota believes that communities are better when they work together for the greater good. That's why Stapp Interstate Toyota is a proud supporter of Frederick High School and the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Brian and the team at Staff are your source for new Toyotas and used cars in Frederick, and are the official car dealership of the Frederick Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Stop by their dealership off I-25 to thank them for the support. And tell them GEBN sent you. As more and more Frederick fans start filing in, getting ready for the boys' game. They are witnessing a decent game here. As you know, the crowd seems more alive in this fourth quarter. When they were down, the crowd was kind of into it, but right now they are full into it, fully engaged. And they're excited to see how this is going to end.
Trying to see us catch that dub.
As this game has been a fight from start to finish. Frederick up by 3. And will have ball. If you're Frederick right now, you might want to put it up to a 2-score game so they can't quite just get back in the game with a 3. Backdoor, Gardner. Good ball, and they call it travel.
Yeah, that play just had Riley just coming off of it to her left hand, which is her strong hand, just with a head of speed.
I mean, she might have had a chance to take the shot. She pump fakes the pass and just goes for the lay. She might have it, but it's definitely a decision that, you know, you might want to have back. But 3 minutes to go, 3-point game. Cannot leave the shooters open. Shot is off. Jima with it. Salisbury might have got a little lucky there. She got lost. And that shot just off. There goes Gallegos. The double dribble.
That was not a double dribble. She just crossed over. The ref seen it through her body. Just a little sus.
That was an interesting call for sure. I'm not going to argue it, but
they've been making some random calls. We had earlier in the second half when there was no calls being made. Everybody was just diving on the floor.
3. Off. Rebound. Put back good.
Still a 1-point game with about 2 minutes, 20 seconds left.
I think Mountain View right now is a little tired. Wittler to the rack and a foul. Again, she's kind of wishing that shot would have fallen.
She just took that open lane, just put it up, just got bumped.
Sitting at 2 and 6 right now from the free throw line. She's just got to focus up. Just shoot these free throws.
Trying to get back to 50%.
Exactly. Just a reminder that our broadcast is brought to you in part by United Power.
Bang.
At the United Power, we are proud partners of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, proud to power local sports and local schools. United Power, your local touchstone cooperative. So here we go with Wittler. Made the first one. Can she get back to the 50%? No. Can she get the rebound, though?
Oh, good
she
hustle.
She does, but nobody was there to receive it. That was a great hustle play, though.
Had about 2 minutes left in the game. It's a 2-point game.
You got to play some tight D. 3. Off. Rebound.
Gotta get those rebounds.
Shot, and it draws the foul. And that'll be, I believe that's Maddie going to the line. These twins messing me up a little bit.
They've hit a few threes tonight.
The crowd. First one, good.
Bounced around a little bit, but it went in. 1-point game. This free throw to tie it up with 1:55 left in the game. A few substitutions.
Trying to get some fresh legs on, and maybe if there's like about 30 seconds left and the game's still close, they sub them back in and hopefully do something. Shot is off. She gets her own rebound, though. That's what Wittler tried to do, except hers kind of took a Mountain View bounce. There's Maddie. Kicked out corner, wide open. Off.
Ooh.
Oh.
Shouldn't have gone for that ball. That ball's going out. I don't think Kaylee saw that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Kaylee might have thought that ball would have gone her way, but not quite.
Now if you with the timeout to get the ball, drop a play when they have the ball under the basket.
The 2024 Frederick High School Yearbook staff is excited to capture the memories and moments of the 2023-24 school year. Please make sure that your FHS memories last forever by purchasing a 2024 yearbook. Prices will increase throughout the year, and yearbooks have sold out the last 2 years, so buy yours now. Tight game, 1-point game, Frederick up.
Mountain View does have the ball under the basket. They're going to try to drop a play, get an easy bucket.
I mean, Frederick, even if they go down here, they bend down farther. I'm not surprised they give the ball to Wittler here and let her do her thing. But that zone defense that Mountain View's been playing has been really hard for Frederick to get open looks. They have to get physical in the paint to get the ball up.
You just gotta overload. Gotta have four to three on one side of the court, so that they can't guard all of you. Just get an easy bucket.
As Maddie, I can see right now, is kind of limping on that right ankle. Could be a factor in this game. She's coming off the bench there, and she was kind of limping a little bit. Maybe that was just a little thought, mind games. She puts the shot up. And a foul called.
On Kaylee.
She had her hands straight up.
Don't know how she pushed her. Just hands straight up, but that's up to the ref, I guess.
I disagree with the call, but like I said, with Zoe, when I was calling the game with Zoe, she said the refs control the game, and you just have to go with it. You can't argue your case, really, or else you're going to end up getting a technical foul, and that's not going to be something you want right now. First one falls, ties it up at 44.
Here they'll take the 1-point lead.
For the lead. She makes it. 45-44. Frederick still in it. Down by 1 with about 1:34. Still a whole lot of time to go. Wittler drives outside. Jima drives. Shot off. Rebounded.
They're going to want to press, try to get the ball back, not let them take too much time off the clock. You have to rotate down to the defenders down farther in the court. They're going to pull it out.
They're just going to take their time here. Try to kill some clock. Wittler tried to get in there. Ball down low.
Travel
called. Frederick ball. 1 point game with 55.5
seconds left on the clock.
One basket could change the way this game ends.
Don't want to rush it. We want to move the ball and get an easy bucket. Don't want to take a contested shot unless we have to.
You don't have to take a three-pointer here. You don't got to be the hero. Take it to the rack and put some 2 on the board.
Draw the foul.
Backdoor. Gardner, Jima to the
Open
rack.
lane. Bang! Taking the
Gabby
lead.
Jima with the 2. And it's right back to Frederick. Zoe Wittler and a foul.
Big bucket there by Gabby.
Wittler going to the line.
Gabby just saw that lane, just took it and put it right in.
.30 seconds to go. Frederick to extend the lead to 3.
Yeah, Zoe out here to ice that game to a three-pointer.
She hasn't shot great from the free throw line. But I have... makes the first one. Zoe Wittler.
Really, really important free throws right here.
One more to make it a 3-point game. Just off. Rebound, 2-point game, 27. And it's no good!
Was there a foul? I didn't hear no whistle.
What just happened?
What was the foul? Okay. Guess there was a foul on the ground. Probably just a little reach.
Crowd getting into it.
Rowdy crowd. Finally getting rowdy. Not letting them get an open bucket. Ah! Looked to be all ball, but ref called shooting foul. So he goes to the line.
I mean, there might have been a little contact, but I don't know if that's enough to call the foul there. Free throw coming up to tie the game, possibly.
Rowdy crowd getting rowdy, trying to distract them.
First one. Good.
But we do, if she misses or makes, we hit the ball. We just gotta get that rebound if she misses. But if we just got
timeout called by Frederick. 20.3 to go.
Frederick up. Your Frederick Golden Eagles are up 1 point with 20 seconds left.
This is a nail biter here, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, Frederick's been fighting back into this game all game. They're down 15 at 1 point and able to fight back to even control a lead for a majority of this fourth quarter.
This has been a physical, demanding, hard-fought game from start to end. Frederick had to make Mountain View work to get back in the game. It has been a tight, hard, consistent battle. But I mean, it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, Mountain View looked to call a full timeout, probably all they have left, a minute timeout, try to drop something. Maybe they're thinking about missing the free throw on purpose and getting a 2 to get the lead.
That is a possibility, but you gotta hope it takes a Mountain View bounce. I mean, it's if they do want to miss the shot, like you said, to get the 2 points, it's gotta bounce in their favor.
Unless we get the ball and we hold it, draw a foul, and just get back to the line. Big points here. We gotta get loud out here. Crowd's getting loud.
Stomping the feet. Shot. Good.
Got 20 seconds.
Wittler
with
the ball. Cannot take the smart shots. 14 to go. Wittler! Off!
Jump ball, jump ball. Mountain View's ball, Mountain View's ball.
8.2.
We might be going to overtime here.
Defense is what is needed right now.
Rowdy crowd standing up, kind of. Never mind.
Never mind. Wittler.
Sitting down for the timeout.
She had that ice in her veins. She thought she had it.
Good shot choice. Had 2 screens on both sides. Any way she could go. She was just unlucky.
Just a little right. Now you cannot let Mountain View get those shots where they have been underneath the rim. It's just an easy putback after just a quick pass.
Also can't foul. Can't let them get those free throws. Just got to let them have a contested shot, No fouls. Don't let them get inside. Maybe even get a steal and get a quick bucket and take the lead.
It is coming down to the wire. What Frederick needs to do right here, keep them in their own territory. Don't let them cross the line.
Let them have to take a tough shot. Try to get the ball, try to get an easy layup, but don't foul. Don't let them get an easy bucket, and contest all their shots, but just do not draw the foul.
They've got, I believe that is Megan down low. She has been a three-point shooter tonight. Frederick trying to lock it down. Jama with the defense.
What? She looked to get pushed out. That is a bogus call, ref. Refs are talking.
I believe the coach got the timeout before. I have no idea how that could be Mountain View's ball. Everybody in the gym is getting rowdy.
5, 3,
she's not going to
2,
get the shot off.
1.
We're going to overtime.
We're going to overtime. I don't think we've ever planned for this.
This has been a hard-fought game. And we get an extra,
8 minutes?
8-ish minutes maybe? What a game it has been here in Frederick. I'm still tied up on that call on the side, though. I mean,
looked like she got pushed.
She kind of got pushed. I thought Coach got the timeout before.
But they were fighting for the ball, so I could see it. But we definitely wanted that in Frederick's favor.
But you get more of Jaxson and Ian here on the call.
Hey, like we said, we haven't been here in a minute, so we're giving you extra.
Hard-fought game, great game. Both teams have been playing their hearts out tonight. Zoe Wittler especially. I mean, I think if Wittler takes her time on that three-point shot, instead maybe drives or does something, she might have a better chance to make it.
That's the pass. We're here in the present, in the overtime.
You can't change the pass. You just got to look forward to what's going to happen.
We got 8 minutes. Looks to be another jump ball. Looks like the beginning of the game again. Looks to be all the starters out except for 2, except for Riley and Avery.
We're taking a minute on the bench. They've got their more taller players out there for Frederick. They're trying to get the possession where they can get more boards. This first tip, Frederick won the tip because Wittler hustled
ran in there, grabbed it.
4 minute. It's going to be a 4-minute overtime.
Rather. Oh, okay. Yeah, to get the game on the road. But as you can see, Mountain View has all their defenders on their defensive side. But us Frederick, we have Zoe on that side because she's just a hustle player, just goes out there and grabs the ball.
And we win the tip. Stanton with it. Here in overtime, Peyton Pack for 3.
Ooh, short.
No shot. Rebound, Gardner. Jima.
Jump ball. Still Mountain View's ball. It should be ours. It should be ours, but okay.
Pack's trying to force those three-pointers. That's, I think, number 3 that she's tried. I think she got hit at the top of her release there. I thought maybe someone got hit somewhere, but
trying to hold them for the 10 seconds. Ball got tipped.
Frederick needing to keep them in their own zone.
10 seconds! Go defense!
Frederick ball!
Good defense by Frederick. They're holding them in their own side for 10 seconds, getting the ball back. Not even letting them have a chance to get past half court to get a bucket.
Frederick fighting hard here. Pack with it. Who wants to be a hero tonight? Stanton. Dribble drive, takes a stop. Wittler with it to the rack, can't find the shot. Corner, Stanton, off, Jima.
Looks to be our ball.
I
thought number 10 touched that, but
I think Jima just fully got a hand on it, poked it out. It is a hard-fought overtime period. Can they do it again? Keep them in their own end for 10.
Oh,
overthrow! They are pushing them. They're making them work to get there.
Mountain View was not prepared for those overtime. looking tired and sluggish out there.
I mean, their starters have been in the game
All
for
game.
majority of the game.
So is Zoe, though, but she's still out there just cooking.
Wittler's been in and out, but like you said, she's been in and she is cooking. Jima underneath. Gardner. Too good.
Good ball movement there.
Kaylee Gardner giving Frederick a 2-point lead, and she's over the line.
Yeah! Good defense.
Frederick retains the ball.
With a 2-point lead, so they might just want to hold the ball instead of shooting it, but they want to get the open
Or
shot.
make it a 4. But try moving the ball. Move the ball. Get somebody open. Don't force anything. Wittler finds Gardner. Back to Jima. Jima gives it Stanton. Back to Wittler. Little dribble drive. Back to Stanton. Jima. Wittler. 3 off. Wittler with the rebound. Pack. Stanton slowing it down. Jima. Dribble. Drive underneath. Trying to go to Gardner. Lost it. And it's okay. They haven't even had the ball in Frederick territory yet. Wide open, though. Good. On the 2. I mean, that was an easy layup.
They sold it all down there. Had the easy layup given up.
10 times out of 10, you're going to see a hooper make that shot. But, I mean, there's some cases.
Sometimes you just get too scared and just smoke it.
Or too excited sometimes. It's the nerves that settle in. Wittler.
You just got to stop thinking and just put it up.
Pack. Wittler. Minute 47. Drive. Tried to hit Jima. She got hit. No call.
Jima post moves. Little fadeaway.
No call. Ball is lost.
Yeah!
Frederick ball.
Good hustle there.
Frederick ball.
Number 13 heard Zoe's footsteps and got scared.
She got a little panicked. The contact. Wittler might have just, she saw her going for the ball. She might have just took a step back and said, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to let you hit it out of bounds for me.
Minute 30. Just got to move the ball, get ball movement, get an open bucket.
Stanton underneath.
Behind
Pack. Good on the 2. Peyton Pack.
Yeah, good defense. Zoe forces it off her leg, out of bounds. They get it, Golden Eagles ball.
Zoe Wittler hustling, making plays. And Mountain View's coach trying to plead his case. Not going to hear it.
Ref giving him a warning.
Be careful there. Cannot get too much into a spot. Frederick running the simple stack formation. Wittler. Reach in call.
Yep, Mountain View just looking for the foul. Just trying to make them earn it at the free throw line.
Wittler is tired. I mean, she's been in for majority of the game.
Yep, just catching her breath, getting the form up. Just trying to ice this game out.
She's been shooting not great. Hopefully right now, just make 1. Oh, some unlucky bounces.
I have a feeling she's going to hit this one. Hopefully.
I mean, she had an open 3 against Erie, and I knew once she took it, she was going to make it. I got good faith in this shot from Zoe Wittler right here. Oh, unlucky.
Bad bounce, but just holding them in their own side.
Making them work to get out of the zone. Backdoor, Wittler's there, though. Ball movement well for Mountain View. The crowd is in it. Rowdy crowd is here and in.
Parents are even into it. 45 seconds left on the board. Can't let them get a 3.
Got to contain the perimeter. Underneath. Foul called.
Kaylee just trying to grab the ball, but grabbed their arm instead.
Now.
Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen.
Branscombe
at the free throw line.
Best shooter on the team.
Best free throw shooter on the team.
She's shooting at least I think it's a 72 free throw percentage right now. She missed it. She misses number 1. Number 2.
Timeout. Ice. I'm guessing. Down 2, 1 free throw. You gotta miss it on purpose.
You gotta miss it on purpose. Throw it off the backboard and hope somebody gets it.
Gotta hit rim. Gotta hit rim.
Oh, my bad. All right, gotta hit rim. Throw it off the rim.
Get it out. Try to get the 2, but if that's all covered inside and then kick it out for the 3, that'd be tough. Let's just hope we have some good defense.
You gotta throw it off the rim. Maybe it comes back to you into a chance that you could take a step and just put up an easy, like a 3-foot floater.
Our 2 top players gotta know.
Just if she misses, you gotta get under the rim and
just
make
shoot the ball. Well, shoot as she shoots. Get in front of her. Box her out.
It's coming down to the wire once again in overtime.
But your Golden Eagles are up 2 points. Trying to contain the lead. Mountain View with 1 free throw.
She missed the first one. What can she do with this second? Brand scrum here. Does she go for the miss? Or does she make it, get the inbound intentionally foul, send him to the line? Maybe send Zoe to the line, who hasn't shot very well. Here's number 2.
Everybody's getting loud. Hopefully she misses.
Oh, man. She made it. 50, 51. Foul called.
Yep.
Going to the line.
Josie's been shooting pretty well tonight.
She's not bad. She's been shooting decent. I think she's shooting maybe a 50%, maybe a little under that.
I think she's a bit higher. She's been
Maybe
to the line once.
She might be like
twice.
She's been to the line twice. She made 2. Yeah, she's shooting about 50%, I think. Here's Stanton. Oh, just short on the first.
Got to hit this one to make it a one-score game.
Got to hit this second one. The nerves might be settling in there for a minute now. Stanton. Off. Rebounded by Gardner going to the line.
That works.
35. Kaylee Gardner just needs 1.
Even 2. Just got to hit.
1 or 2. I'm not complaining if it's 1.
Looks like Frederick's just subbing in some fresh legs, like you were saying earlier.
Gardner's first.
Short.
Off.
Just got to hit 1. Just hit 1.
Taking some bounces.
Or at least you just got to go down there and get that board again.
Gardner with shot 2 to make it a 2-point game. Up and
Bang!
good! Kaylee Gardner.
2-point game. Timeout, Mountain View.
35 seconds to go.
Mountain View just trying to drop a play, trying to get an easy bucket.
Like I said, Frederick is much better in the second half. What do you think they've done well in this second half overtime period that has given them the lead?
I haven't really heard anything from the Twins. They haven't been scoring a lot in the second half. I feel like we've been hustling more on offense, getting them boards, getting them layups. And yeah.
I mean, the Twins and even Branscombe, I haven't seen her shoot really any shots since really the third quarter. I mean, the last shot I kind of maybe remember, I might be wrong, but she shot a wide open 3 and drained it. And then she's been shooting free throws. Frederick has done a great job limiting their best players and not letting them get going. What do you think they do here? They go for the 3 for the win, or do they just take the 2, tie it up?
Well, you're on the road. You got to go for the win.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Me personally, I'm taking the 2. I'm keeping the game close. I'm at least knowing.
Hey, go big or go home.
Fair enough. But, I mean, you get the 2. The game's still, it's a tie game rather than if you miss the 3 and then you have to send them back to the line once again. And if they make 1, you have to make a 3. Here goes Frederick on defense. Ball still in their zone. 26 on the clock. Corner, Gardner. She trips, Wittler with it, and gets fouled. Zoe Wittler.
Like you were saying, that ankle.
I was saying that right ankle. She kind of got tripped up there and just kind of flopped, face planted. She might have been trying to draw a foul there. I mean, Gardner, though, did have her hands up. She did not let her get that foul. Wittler drains 1, 3-point game. Drains 2. We got a 4. We got two possession game.
Oh, a little ring around.
Kind of unlucky there.
But
toilet bowl.
Toilet bowl. Little splash.
Wittler to make it a 3-point game.
Bang!
Zoe Wittler, 3-point game.
Timeout.
Frederick, 19.8 to go. Up by 3. This has been
a hard-fought game.
Might be one of the best games that I've seen here at Frederick. But I mean, there's some conversation. But man, Wittler making plays. Everybody on this team. I mean, Gabby Jima even in that fourth quarter made, I think, 3 or 4 post shots where she made some moves, made some plays.
Shots of tough layups where she was going to foul, but they weren't being called, but they're still going in.
Making things happen. Now you have to take the 3. You have to take the 3 to tie.
Or they could try to guard the 2-point and try to get the and 1. But I would say guard perimeter.
Or if you're Mountain View, you take the 2, you get the inbound, you foul them, and hope that they miss the free throws, which I got a good feeling the girls tonight are not going to keep missing free throws. They have been a lot better in this second half than they looked in the first half, for sure. I mean, you see games like this in the NBA, WNBA, and you hear these calls, some of the most iconic calls in history. Now we're a part of this, seeing some crazy points tonight.
Stuck up top. Good defense.
103 total points scored tonight. Stolen by Wittler!
And a foul!
And that might do it, depending on these shots from Wittler.
She got free throws. She hits 1.
It's
iced.
It's over.
Iced the game.
If
hits
she
2, double iced.
It's double iced. She misses both, though, but she won't. She's not going to miss both.
Plus, they would have to fight for the rebound, get it up the court, and get a shot off in 6 seconds. Bang!
Zoe Wittler has that dog in her, making it a 4-point game, a 2-possession game. And that's probably going to seal it unless they get an and 1 on the 3.
Bang! Ice in their veins!
Never mind.
And they're just going to hold the ball. That's game.
Shot up, off by a mile. Frederick completes the comeback. Down by 15.
Down by 15 at half. Comes back, brings it to overtime, and catches the dub, winning by 5 points in overtime.
Zoe Wittler, Gabby Jima.
Everybody, literally everybody did their part.
I'm at a loss for words. I am at a loss for words. What a performance by your Frederick Golden Eagles tonight, as they move to 11-4.
Looking pretty good this season. Looking pretty good.
I mean, it's been remarkable on what we have seen from this team, the amount of fighting that they put from that first half to get to this second half. An absolute amazing game, and we will send it down to the sideline with Isaiah. Isaiah.
Thank you, Ian. I'm here with Zoe Wittler. Zoe, that was such an amazing game. You guys did so well. How do you think you and your team did in the game?
I think we came out really slow. Honestly, it was a really rough start, but I'm really proud of us. We never lost it. We never gave up. We kept fighting. Our free throws, nothing was falling for us, but we kept our defense up. So I'm proud of the way we ended.
What do you think you guys need to work on going to the next game against Northridge?
Free throws. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Wittler. Thank you, Zoe. Back to you, Ian.
And we are back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Today's broadcast of FHS Girls Basketball is brought to you by the talented crew of students here on GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been sophomore Ian MacHendrie, alongside junior Jaxson Gibbs. Our director and associate producer of GEBN is junior Wyatt Morrison. Our camera operator is Lily Silva, and our sophomore Sophie Palmer. Our producer on the sideline, freshman Maddie Daly. Our production assistant is sophomore Sergio Marquez. Our third member of our team down on the sideline, freshman Isaiah Shute. Mr. Marsing is GBN's advisor. Keep it right here on this link for coverage of the boys basketball game against the same Mountain Lions coming up next. For everyone at FHS, I'm Ian MacHendrie, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, families are welcome to get any picture they like. Taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Student Council is spaced behind a lot of planning and fun events students get to partake in. We do everything from running Frederick's Got Talent to the volleyball co-ed tournament, coming up with a homecoming theme, helping out with the homecoming tailgate, being in charge of homecoming royalty, setting up from homecoming, giving out free hot chocolate, coming up with spirit weeks such as Pink Out, Tacky Tourist, and Freddy's Spirit Day. We also come up with the prom theme, Run Prom, and the After Prom. Make sure to follow Student Council on Instagram at Frederick_StuCo so you can be the first one to hear about the latest news.
You've likely heard in the news that interest rates are way too high, homes are just not selling, and the real estate market is about to crash at any moment. Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar, your local real estate expert, and I've been serving Carbon Valley and Northern Colorado for over 7 years, and I've got some good news. The truth is, there are several creative finance options to get your interest rate down to a much lower rate if you're thinking about buying a home. And yes, homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, but with the right marketing strategy, they are still selling for a great value, so your equity is safe. If you're thinking about making a move this year, let's grab a cup of coffee and talk about the best way to get you there.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Santos. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Frederick High School, and you are watching GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagle!
With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to the communities, do the right thing, always, and collaborate on impactful projects. Like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are a proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles. (2020 to 2021) award-winning agent with RE/MAX Momentum. A local well-known realtor right here in the heart of Frederick. 5 stars across the board. Being in the business for almost 3 years, Kyle Michael is still to this day one of the best realtors locally. You won't be disappointed when you go with Michael Real Estate.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
People love looking back at old photos and reliving their memories. Yearbooks give them a chance to do that. They not only include pictures of people in their classes, but of the activities outside of school too. Sports, concerts, dances, clubs, and performances. It also gives parents the perfect opportunity to be proud of a kid and embarrass them at the same time by buying baby ads. So, if you want to be able to remember those good times, make sure you buy your yearbook soon. And if you want to be involved in creating the yearbook, talk to Mr. Wellington so you can join the team next semester.
I'm Maddie Precht, school counselor at Frederick High School, and you are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Carly Evans, and it's just me here. Zoe will be joining us shortly, and today your Frederick Golden Eagles are playing against Mountain View, and this should be a highly anticipated game. Watching the girls' game, it was a very competitive atmosphere, and I mean, overall, just an amazing, super close game. Ended up going into overtime. And your Golden Eagles, though, able to pull through with the win. As I said, Zoe Wittler will be joining us shortly as we're going to go down to Frida Wishman, our third member of our party.
Thanks so much, Carly and Zoe. I'm down here on the sideline watching the teams warm up. Frederick shooting a lot from the three-point line, so we should expect a high-scoring game from Frederick. I saw a couple defensive drills. You can tell Frederick really wants to keep their defense up and make Mountain View score the least amount of points. I think this should be a really aggressive game tonight, and it should be a really good one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Frida, for that. And as we come back, looking at some of the statistics of this Mountain View team, there's one particular boy to keep an eye out for, Dylan Garland. Dylan Garland, standing at a tall 5'10", 150 pounds, is a junior this year. He is ranked in the top 99 in Colorado, the top 26 in Division 5A, and the top 5 in 5A and 4A for Longs Peak. So this guy is definitely a guy to keep an eye out for, as we will be beginning here shortly. Real quick, though, we are going to take a look at the graphic. We've been gone for quite some time from broadcasting. The record of your Golden Eagles now is sitting at 7-7. Your points per game leader still proudly held by JJ Strojink. Let's see. Yeah, all of your huge statistics, as we already know, are being led by big-named players. Of course, all of these players are big in their own atmosphere, but it's one of those where all of these are players that you would expect to see performing extremely well. We are going to go down to our starters for our Mountain View and your Golden Eagles game. As we are back, and we're going to jump into some of the keys that Zoe has incorporated.
That's right. First up, we got to limit Garland. Frederick's got to limit Garland. He averages 15.6 points a game. That is a definite threat that Frederick cannot overlook. Next, Frederick's got to utilize the depth on their bench. We have, Severance is going to look to take away their leaders on this team as far as stats go, but that doesn't make up the whole team. There are other key contributors that Severance will need to worry about. And last but certainly not least, we need to come out strong. We had a good, definite win on this team last time, but that was their first game of the year. Anything can change. We're about 10 games later in the season, and so Frederick needs to come out strong and play the way they know how to.
As we are going to jump directly into this game, Buffington starting us off. Finds Aldana, who finds Martin in the corner. Probably should have been an easy shot, but just undershot there.
It was one of Caden's shots, and he knew that he can hit from there. Just a tad short, but still looks good. As Caden's defense here, locking him up. Aldana passes it to Caden. Caden off two. Smart finish right there. He had defense right on his shoulder. He knew a strong finish was the one he needed to pick from his toolbox.
Yeah, and
Martin
hasn't been, I believe Martin hasn't been a starter per se recently, but I know that he's gotten significant playing time though recently, which has given him definitely an advantage.
That's right. Caden, for the past few games, hasn't been a starter. However, he's been one of those I was talking about, key contributor coming right off the bench. Not someone to overlook. And so Martin proving himself right back as he starts this game.
As Burton finds Martin once again. Martin already gotten this ball quite a bit. Burton slips it underneath to Aldana. Aldana trying to weave his way right under that basket. As Mountain View will get this ball. Messenger able to slip it to Amons. And
tough
Dylan Garland, the real threat. Yep.
100%.
Yeah, definitely, as you put it, I believe he's averaging 15.6 points a game, which in itself is inevitably absolutely insane for a basketball statistic.
Oh, for sure. And as you can see right there, they're not all just, easy, wide open layups. He made that three with, Martin right in his hand, right in his eye. And so that just proves, the player that he is.
As you put it in those keys, they're definitely going to have to lock up on defense when trying to prevent Garland from scoring. As already right there, he's gotten his paws back into this game. And Messenger tried to retrieve the ball. Looks like this will be JJ Strojink bringing us back in. Aldana finds Martin. Martin searching. Good defense. Finds a wide open Burton, who finds a wide open Buffington. Buffington takes the corner shot for the 3. And unfortunately, just a little over. As this is a common trend, looks like they have to settle the nerves a little bit. You can tell this is sort of an antsy game. Last game, I don't know if we already mentioned this, but we beat them, I believe, by 30 points.
Something like that for sure.
So there was a little bit of a deficit last game.
A little bit of a deficit, you're absolutely correct, but as I said in the keys, that was Mountain View's first game. You know, that's the time you're getting out all the little tweaks. You know, it's your first time actually being together for the team. And, you know, I'm playing in a real situation since your past seniors had graduated, and so anything can change within 10 games, but obviously Frederick's going to look to come out and end this game soon. As Frederick's defense has been paying off, they've been able to force Mountain View into throwing away passes, throwing it out of bounds, and it's given Frederick more possession. So, you know, their shots might not be falling right now, but it's at least giving them more possessions, and eventually those shots will fall. As Aldana found Buff lays it off the glass.
Yeah, Buff able to get some of the first few points of this game. Already sort of low scoring, but lots of back and forth. As looks like that was Messenger, seemingly another pretty big name in this game, as he's gotten the ball quite a bit. Strojink once again. Finds Aldana. Aldana finds Martin. Sort of soft coverage and weird call right there.
You got to be careful when you give a jab step because, you know, once you give that jab, you've established your pivot foot. And so, you know, going the opposite, you know, so in that sense, Martin jabbed right and tried to go back left. Well, when you rip left, it's tempting to move your left foot. And basically, long story short, he'd already established his pivot foot, and so when he switched it, you know, I couldn't really tell if he did or not, but the ref thought he did, and so in that case, you can't switch or else that's a travel.
Yeah, so travel called on Martin then. Martin heading to the bench for a few plays, I assume. As this is Kissinger, Carson Kissinger up to the line. It's a very quiet atmosphere here. Sort of low energy as this game is just beginning. And the nerves are definitely there. Nothing that Frederick can't take care of, though.
Justice with the ball. Justice is Zach. Zach back to Justice. Finds Aldana. Pump fake.
As
good
quite
save
an effort,
right
yeah.
Finds Garland. Garland charging down the floor. Nice little floater. Couldn't quite get it to fall.
And lots of back and forth here down near the basket.
As it looks like Mares Benz brought that ball just right in what you call the bread basket, which is right about their stomach. And Strojan was able to just like clasp his hands on it and got the jump ball.
As this will be number 23, Keegan Amons. Amons finds Kissinger. Kissinger, a little bit of a tumble there. Buffington puts the innocent hands up to signal he had no partaking in that. As Messenger takes the three-point shot and clean. Quite a clean shot right there from Brady Messenger. Mountain View able to capitalize with points, and Aldana clapping back with points of his own, as this game is now sitting on 10-8 with your Golden Eagles leading by 2.
Good straight up defense by Aldana there. Mara's bench trying to force it off the right side of the box on the glass there, but Aldana kept his hand straight up and that went right out of bounds.
As Burton swivels past a few defenders, Strojink manages to slip in between the defense. Almost like they were coated with slime there, just snuck right past them. As Dylan Garland able to find Keegan Amons in the corner, and a little bit of dramatics by Kissinger.
Unfortunate foul for Barton. You know, he was looking for that jump ball right there, but his hand just got caught, you know, with Kissinger, and so as Kissinger turned and Barton's hand was still there, that was a foul, so he will get subbed out as Lechuga will come in.
Dante Lechuga, a familiar face here in the broadcast, is impressive effort that right there by Garland to keep this ball in play. As Strojink take the shot. They were a little off at those 3-point shots. Again, it is just the beginning of the game.
Absolutely, and if you're Frederick, you gotta, you know, be wise on what shots you take. You have to know that they're not falling right now, but you also need to believe in yourself. You know, if you're a shooter, you need to know and believe you're a shooter. And so if you're missing, keep shooting. And so you have to be able to find that balance, which can be tricky.
Yeah, right now, looks like both teams, I think, are looking to just establish that confidence. I think both are sort of lacking in that department at the moment. Just have to sort of step up morale with these shots.
Yep.
Strojink, little toss to Aldana. Aldana, rough one to Buffington. Buffington, who finds Lechuga in the corner, probably should have been 3 points there. As I said, they've only been able to sink a few. But right now, playing beautiful defense, as Strojink got a hand on the rebound.
A good take there by Garland. JJ was storming down the court, and Garland was able to anticipate that and play on his feet and get the charge.
This will be Bergenhoff finds Garland. Garland slinks it to Messenger. Messenger slipping in between the defense. Somehow able to find Garland in the back. Aldana, great takeaway. Aldana searches little high there to Buffington.
As you can see, Conway there on the sideline saying, settle down, settle down. You know, Frederick's getting possessions, however, they're unable to capitalize. And in that particular situation, Aldana did an amazing job anticipating. But, you know, but he threw that pass a little high to Buff. He saw him coming, but that's where Conway's meaning slow down, slow your mind down so you can be able to, you know, make that pass effectively. That was Roth. Aldana with it.
Aldana somehow able to keep that in. Buff finds Martin. Martin takes the shot. Clean shot by Caden Martin.
Tough finish right there. I mean, those pull-ups are always, you know, a little bit trickier to make. You know, just in the sense that they're in between ranges. You know, they're not your one-footers, but they're not your three-pointers. So they're a little bit tougher. Typically, they're off the move. And in that sense, you know, Caden kind of came from the three-point line and was coming dribble in, but he did a great job at, you know, establishing his feet, getting his base set, and just coming right up through a shot, nice and fluid, and set it in for a beautiful swish.
Yep, couldn't have said it better myself. As with this timeout, some things that I am noticing is the thing that was mentioned and just sort of made up front and center by most of the coaches was just that whole calm the nerves aspect. You can tell they are very antsy. And I mean, even under the basket, they were struggling. And it's one of those where I think this can be established for both teams as both, this is sort of a low scoring. Yeah, this is sort of a low scoring first quarter, yeah. As, I mean, the score is only 14-8. You would expect something a little higher, but both defenses, I think, have been playing extremely well. It's just a matter of the offense now stepping up to the plate.
Exactly. What I've been noticing for Frederick is that it's not that they're not seeing what's there. It's that their mind is going a little bit faster than what you would like. And sometimes, and actually most times, it's really hard to be able to realize that as a player. Because, you think, you're like, I'm seeing it. And in a sense, you're correct. You are seeing it. But you're going a little bit too fast. And so, that one from Aldana to Buff, he saw him. However, because he was going too fast, the pass was too high.
Yeah, he didn't have the moment to slow down.
Exactly. And so it's not the fact, not necessarily that they need to, that they're not seeing it or whatever, but they have to control their minds and slow it down a little bit internally. And there's a Chuga spot up 3 right there. We knew they were going to fall. And there he proved it to be true.
Yeah, Lechuga never fails with that. As Messenger
squeezed that one right through Big John's hands right there.
Justice with a hand on it, finds Martin. Good defense by Mountain View. Justice trying to fake it up there. Didn't capitalize though, as Messenger finds Hoth, who finds Messenger. Once again, Messenger takes the shot.
Good play by Madeira there. He got the rebound. You can see kind of, as he brought it down, he held the ball with extended hands, and he kind of brought it right in front of him. And it's smart because the defender's right on his back. So if he kept it up high, the defender can just pick it out. And it's not an over the back because it's kind of equal ground. But as soon as Madeira brings it, extends his arms, brings it in front of his body, that prevents the defender from, stealing it. And in that case, drew the fouls as he was trying to, tip it out of his hands. Barton searching, finds Strojan.
Strojink, his turn to search. Swivels a few times.
Beautiful floater.
And after a few very successful jukes, this first quarter is over. 19-10 with your Golden Eagles on top, and we will be right back here after a break.
You've likely heard in the news that interest rates are way too high, homes are just not selling, and the real estate market is about to crash at any moment. Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar, your local real estate expert, and I've been serving Carvin Valley and Northern Colorado for over 7 years, and I've got some good news. The truth is, there are several creative finance options to get your interest rate down to a much lower rate if you're thinking about buying a home. And yes, homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, but with the right marketing strategy, they are still selling for a great value, so your equity is safe. If you're thinking about making a move this year, let's grab a cup of coffee and talk about the best way to get you there.
Over the years, St. Vrain Block Company has built a reputation on producing high-quality structural block, retaining wall systems, patio stones, and pavers. We routinely submit our block for testing to ensure that our products meet and exceed the ASTM specifications. Our products can only be as quality and consistent as the raw materials we use to manufacture them. That is why we constantly ensure we buy our aggregates, cement, admixtures, and color from top-quality producers. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to the communities, do the right thing, always, and collaborate on impactful projects. Like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are a proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles.
Hey Eagle Nation, Mr. Klimper here. I teach math at Frederick High School, and you're watching the Golden Eagles Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Carly Evans, alongside the very famous Zoe Wittler, as we are jumping back into this relatively interesting game, I would say. 19-10, the score still. Nothing much has happened while we were at break, except Burton with it, and moving quickly, but quite a steal right there from Messenger.
That was a smart back tip, He was coming from behind, but if you swipe down, your hand starts up and you go down with it. No matter if you hit ball or if you hit their hand, the refs are going to call foul. They're looking for that motion, but as soon as you tip from behind and you start with your hand down low and tip up, it almost guarantees that steal for you.
As Messenger will head to the line. Clean shot from Messenger. Some substitutions now. Justice heading back into the game. Another clean swipe at the basket. And now 19-12. High pass to Martin. Their nerves are sort of starting to settle down, but still, like you put it, I think their feet are moving faster than their brain.
I think so. Mountain View's come out hungry. They're coming out speedy.
Yeah, they're taking that aggressive approach.
And they're looking, exactly, they're looking for any opportunity they get. And good look there by Frederick, but just overthrew it to Justice, and so it bounced right out of bounds.
Seems to be sort of a common occurrence. Like I said, still early, but don't want this to be something that continues throughout the game, as Garland, a threat with this ball, gets right underneath the basket. And able to capitalize on that, as he will head to the line. Number 0, Garland, not the tallest on the team, but has definitely proven himself in other means of methods.
Exactly, definitely proven himself a threat. He's able to score at the basket very efficiently. Just got himself an and one. So I don't think that's in question at all.
No, it is not. Strojink. Ooh, clean little slip over. Six minutes and 40 seconds left in this first half.
Good tip there by Martin.
Yep. Clean grab. Justice able to sneak that ball into his hands, who finds Martin. Martin moving quickly in succession. Justice. Clean teamwork and cooperation here.
Aldana nice and patient. He waited to see what angle he got. And then when he went up, he was able to draw the and one. That's exactly what we were talking about. He gave his mind a second, even just a half second to register what is the best angle I have here, what is the best take. And when he did that, like I said, he's able to draw himself an and one.
Yeah, really took advantage of that. Aldana hoping to capitalize even further here. As you put it, Mountain View, sort of a hungry, carnivorous approach here, as they're starting to realize and sort of pick up on Frederick's playing.
Exactly, and they're going to try and capitalize on those mistakes, where Frederick's going a little bit too fast for themselves, or just like that where Frederick, missed the backside of the defense, and they're able to get an easy 2 points there.
Yeah, where that should have probably been defended. It's one of those where they left it wide open, and these are opportunities that could kill Frederick.
But Frederick remains unfazed by it, which is exactly the reaction you need to have. When teams go on a run like this, whatever, you need to, not be fazed. As Buff able to come right down here, draw a foul, give himself to the line.
Yeah, got to keep that mentality and that positivity going. As you put it, don't want to fall back into that stupor of thinking a little too fast with your feet, but not your brain.
Exactly, and the Frederick boys know that typically when they play teams, it's always a tight neck and neck game in the first half. And, you know, not to say that it never is tight, you know, and then last two, you know, just 2 games ago, they won on a buzzer beater. So not to say that teams never stay with them in the third and fourth quarter, but they also know that it is oftentimes that it is in the second half that they can outrun the teams. Teams start to get tired of their press, and the boys have been practicing this, and so they're in shape.
Yeah. Yeah, they can outpace most of these teams. Just especially, they do a great job of cycling players, too. And I mean, all of these players are, like, top-tier varsity performance.
Again,
like,
their bench is deep.
Yes, very much so. There is not one bad player on that bench whatsoever. As Garland slept it to Kissinger, who finds Wenkelman in the corner.
Strojan tips it out, so it'll remain Mountain View's ball.
As Wenkelman will take a seat on the bench. As Justice able to snag it pretty easily, too. Who finds Buff. Buff finds Aldana. Aldana completely unfazed by the defense, but Garland able to snatch it. Garland pressed from all sides.
Able to maintain a good job of being in control of that ball. Like you said, he had a defender, you know, both sides and in front, and not to say probably from behind, looking to back tip that, as we talked about earlier. And so he did a great job of being able to maintain control over the ball and pick it up and go for that floater, you know, instead of trying to continue to go in. He knew that if he did, he'd be blocked. And so beautiful decision there, looking for that floater and able to draw the foul.
As the first shot didn't make it, but the second shot he's hoping will. And even the silence gets to him. As Strojink finds Lechuga, who slinks it to Aldana.
Aldana sporting some new shoes there.
I know, I noticed that.
Nice white and black. I can't tell
Fancy.
I can't tell whose they are, but I like them.
Yeah, they're clean. One of each color. It would be better if it was like black and yellow, like the Wiz Khalifa song. So like he would have like his own walk-up song.
Yes, or whose is it that I believe that's called the Cotton Candy? I think it's like pink and blue, maybe.
I think so.
It's
Yeah,
one-
yeah.
I don't know whose shoe it is. I feel like it might be like LeBron or Kyrie or something like that, but those are also clean.
Yes, they are. Basketball shoes are always entertaining to look at. Sort of personality.
Oh, totally. And there's so many, you know, different varieties that you can get, and you can even customize, and so they are definitely fun to look at.
They certainly are. Messenger finds Kissinger, who goes back to Messenger, who takes the shot himself and tidies up the dirty work. Justice, deep ball to him. And able to maintain relatively impressive possession, as there were quite a few swats and bumps to that ball. But they're definitely keeping their cool, though, especially down near the basket.
Exactly. Of course, Justice would have liked that to go, you know, you could kind of see it, but it didn't last long. He went for his rebound, able to tie it up in a jump ball. Will be Mustang's ball. However, you know, the next time it's tied up, it's Frederick's. And so great play to not just, you know, to remain unfazed during that.
Yeah, and can't even let those few points phase you here, as you just watch Strojink drive right back down and retaliate with points of his own.
That makes this game 28-20. Your Golden Eagles on top.
Your Golden Eagles seemingly have that sharper blade, just that little bit of an edge to them. But, I mean, Garland, once you heat Garland up, it's, whew, we'll see how that goes. As Frederick hoping to stay one step ahead as Aldana takes the shot. And unfortunately, an air ball on that one.
We'll make a few substitutions here. Martin and Strojan will come out. It'll be Barton and Buff, and they're giving them their breather.
As Garland, the threat, will find Messenger. Back to Garland, who just takes the shot himself.
Garland's got to take matters into his own hands. He doesn't care that they're down. He doesn't care that Frederick, has made it to the Final Four the past 2 years. He doesn't care that they got beat last time. He says, I'm giving you a run for your money.
Yeah, he's gonna make them work for it, that's for sure.
As Garland goes from coast to coast, draws a foul. Put him on the line for 2. This is a potential back-to-back-to-back Garland scoring. We'll see what he can do.
Well, and this game is starting to close point-wise. I mean, 28-26, this deficit depleting extremely fast, maybe a little faster than the Golden Eagles would have liked. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left in this first half as Garland takes the shot and miffs up that shot.
Garland not able to get the second one to fall either, just right off the back of the rim. Justice with the rebound.
As Justice, beautiful effort, unfortunately can't capitalize as Mountain View will get this rebound. Quite a shot from Seva.
That will be the Mustangs' 5th foul, sending Lechuga to the line. Looking to see if he can extend this lead of theirs. They only have a 2-point lead right now, and so he's going to look to make it a 4-point lead.
Fingers crossed that they can capitalize.
Oh, but excuse me, it looks like that was only their 4th foul. A little confusion there, so that'll be Frederick's ball on the baseline.
It was confusion on all sides, I think.
Yeah.
Zach Burton finds Justice, who finds Burton. Back-to-back ping-pong passing as Burton maintains beautiful possession, but Aldana will have it swatted right out of his hands.
Mustangs came out with a surprising trap there that kind of caught Frederick off guard. Frederick looking if they can retaliate right here.
Burton slips it to Aldana. Aldana, great defense. Oh, and just good enough.
Good look right there, but couldn't squeeze it in.
And I mean,
Just
that was a close
short.
one too, yeah. As Kissinger was up for the shot. Burton, lone man down there for a little bit. Lechuga, a little bit of confusion.
He thought it was tipped, but
As
it will go to the
Lechuga-
Mustangs.
Lechuga will sub out. Strojing back in. Messenger to Garland. Garland. Ooh. Good move on Burton.
Good defense by Frederick. However, Frederick has to box out. That feels such like kindergarten, but Mustangs were able to get an easy 2 points, off of that rebound, and it's happened a few times. But again, we've talked about Frederick unfazed by it, able to get a layup on the other end.
Tied briefly there. I think first high-scoring-ish tie of this game. As somehow, I mean, I'm impressed with Mountain View's perseverance. They've managed to give Frederick a run for their money already, but Strojink's not going to let this score stay the same.
Exactly. We talked about Garland trying to take it into his own hands. I mean, of course, using his team as well. He's not going ISO, and we haven't seen that. But, you know, just you can see it kind of like the mindset. Just go, okay, you're going to do that? Well, here's what I got for you.
Yep.
Exactly. Watch this. And Frederick is doing the same thing back. You know, oh my gosh. Remember the right school. Mountain View, you know, able to tie it up briefly right there. And Frederick said, okay, well, you know, have this. Here's a taste of this. And so Frederick will extend that lead 33-28. A quick timeout here.
Strojink has every right to have that watch this mentality. His threes are a charmer to watch.
Exactly, and you saw the celebration between he and Buff as Buff was able to find him on that wing there. You know, celebrating not only the three, but the good pass right in his shooter's pocket. That was a Frederick win.
For sure.
Garland with it.
Garland once again being defended by Burton. Finds Mars Benz, who finds Garland once again. He's able to snag it to Messenger. Messenger squats on it.
Kind of in an awkward.
Yeah, Martin swatted and Messenger squatted. So.
But definitely in an little bit of awkward position. But smart play there by Caden, and you know he knew that if he came too hard, you know, collapsed right down on the ball there, that'd be a foul because he'd land right on top of it.
It was a smart look by him.
But you know, you could tell that every time he brought the ball up to high, Caden would try and grab it, and eventually they were able to tie it up, get that jump ball.
Burton finds Aldana, who finds Strojink in the corner. And the shot just a little too far right as Martin, quite an impressive hand. As, Buffington, clean snag. Nobody pretty much down there.
Again, that 2-foot finish proving its importance. JJ able to draw the contact in there. Wasn't able to, you know, get a shot necessarily at the glass, but he was able to draw that foul right there, which wouldn't have been the case if he would have gone off 1 foot.
Strojink able to extend the few-point lead, now 34-28. Not to jinx anything, so knock on wood for this, but Mountain View hasn't scored in a little bit. I mean, it's been sort of a stagnant,
a quiet few minutes.
Yeah, stagnant few minutes for this Mountain View team. I mean, that just means a great defense for Frederick, though, as I said, hopefully didn't jinx it here. Okay, we're good. As Buffington just swatted that out. Another substitution. Looks like this will be Kissinger replacing Roth.
6.8 seconds, not winding down right now. Mountain View looks for one last shot of the half. Frederick able to get it. And interesting, we'll see what this call will be. The ref called a foul, but will they call it on the pass or will they call it on the shot? There's 0.3 seconds left in the half.
Still 34-28.
They will call it on the pass, but that is Mountain View's 5th foul. So this still sends Strojan to the line. However, instead of 3 free throws, he gets 2. Still beneficial, however.
Strojink able to sneak that point in. And Strojink proving a resourceful player, as that will be the end of the first half, and we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. As apparently we are not gonna be right back.
They can't get enough of you, Carly. They want you to.
I know, they want me on still, dang.
They're like, Carly, no, wait, keep going, keep going.
Keep yapping.
You're okay. They don't know about that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's been a good half here. You know, Mountain View, like I said, like we've talked about, giving Frederick a run for their money, proving that they're not just gonna let the last game get to them. They're here. This is a new game. They're here to play. And Frederick being able to, keep their poise, keep their cool, no matter the ups and downs that they face in this first half. And Frederick's been able to end the half with a 36-28 lead. 8 points here. Not too shabby.
It is not, for sure. And I mean, as we've seen, I think this game will be quite a bit of back and forth. And looks like now we are going to go down to the sideline with Frida Wishman, the third member of our party.
Thanks so much, Carly and Zoe. I'm down here on the sideline with Coach Conway. Coach, what were some positives you saw from your players out on the court the first half?
Well, we're defending pretty well, but we're giving up too many offensive rebounds. So we're giving too many second chance points. That's the bottom line.
And what are the big adjustments you plan to make going into the second half to maintain your lead?
We got to shoot it better, and we got to defend better one-on-one.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Frida, for that. And we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Frederick High School Music Foundation is a foundation that is created by the music department and by the music teachers. They strive for success and want to help out the community in their own ways. They encourage students to join the music foundation, so if you feel like you want to help out with the community or get involved with concerts or any other music-related activities, please reach out to Mr. Thomas, who is the band teacher, or Mr. Liss, who is the orchestra director, or if you feel like singing, reach out to Mr. Brown for information.
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, students are welcome to get any picture they like, taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested.
Hey, I'm Jake Marsing, social studies teacher and advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, and you're watching GEBN. Go Golden Eagles!
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Carly Evans. Our score right now at the half is your Golden Eagles leading 36 to Mountain View's 28 points. We are here to welcome you into the halftime show and the Greg Zadel Realty halftime show. Greg Zadel and Zadel Realty is your community-centered realtor in the Carbon Valley area for decades. There are very few more knowledgeable than Greg about the Carbon Valley real estate market, but we decided to put his knowledge to the test. We brought Greg down to the basketball court right there and had him a friendly little game of not horse, but ironically house, against our very own Zoe Wittler. Let's see how that turned out. What's up, Eagle Nation? Carly Evans here, alongside Zoe Wittler and Greg Zadel for the Zadel Realty halftime show. Today, we're going to be playing a game of house, similar to a game of horse. The rules are the same, but the only difference is if you answer the question correctly, then it equals a shot made. First one with all letters of the house loses the game.
take a question instead of shooting.
Okay, the first question is, what is the term for a loan used to buy real estate where the property itself serves as a collateral?
That's a mortgage.
Ooh, okay. Second question is, in real estate, what does the acronym MLS stand for? Okay. What is the process called when a property owner allows someone else to use their property for a specified period, often in exchange for rent?
Releasing the property.
I think I'm good.
Give me a question.
Ooh, okay. What is the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate broker?
So technically in Colorado, everybody's a broker, but most people are considered agents if they're working under a broker. I better take a question.
Okay. In what type of housing do residents own their individual units but share common areas and facilities?
A condominium or else common interest community. I'm gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Okay, give me another question.
All right. What is the term for the increase in the value of a property over time?
Appreciation. Okay, another question.
Okay. What do we call a document that outlines the rights and responsibilities of a tenant and a landlord?
Lease. Better take a question.
Okay. What is the purpose of a home appraisal?
To set the value of the property to determine what the lender will loan. Okay, I'll take a question from here.
All right. What is the legal document that transfers ownership of real estate from one party to another?
The deed. That make it tougher and tougher. Give me another question.
All right. What is the difference between a fixed rate mortgage and an adjustable rate mortgage?
So a fixed rate mortgage, the interest doesn't change, and adjustable rate changes usually on an annual basis. So I choose to make you take a question, and I should have asked it.
Okay. What is the role of a homeowners association in a residential community?
Take care of buildings, Okay, pressure's going to be on you. I'm going to take a question.
Ooh, okay. What is the term for the initial payment by a buyer when oh Lord. Okay. When investing.
I'm actually glad it was a good game because, like,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Carly Evans here with Zoe as we were talking about that enlightening video of House.
yeah. I've never played that before. Of course, I played horse, and that was very entertaining.
Yep. House is a new one.
I know. You can either answer questions about houses, or you can shoot. And as I'm particularly, I'm not an adult yet, so I don't know that stuff, guys. So thankfully they gave me the rule that I could shoot a shot. So
yeah,
I kind of bailed me out of those
you
things.
opted not to take the house
Yeah.
questions.
Oh yeah.
Looks like
we teach each other during it. Be like, hey, you can take this shot, and he'd be like, hey, you can answer a question, and we both like, nah.
We're both like, yeah,
I'll
we're
stick to
okay.
what I know.
Yeah.
But it made it fun. It was a good game.
Exactly. Very enlightening. As looks like Buff got called for a travel, and Garland now with possession. Burton on the coverage. As Burton just completely batted the ball.
Right out of bounds.
Yeah.
Rejected it. Said,
Yep, not today. So far, as I said, I think now their defense has to settle down. As, I've seen quite a few swats, but they've just been out of bounds. So, taking that advantage of getting the higher ground, but not wasting it.
It's definitely a mix because, to be honest, as a player, if I swat it out of bounds, that's almost just as, rewarding to me as actually getting the steal. Because what I'm doing to them is just kind of, deflating for them. If you're an offense and you give a pass and they just, smack it out of bounds, you're going to hesitate now on every single pass you make. And so for defense, it's yeah, that's right. I just, swatted that out of your hands, and now I'm intimidating you.
Yeah, so that intimidation factor then maybe starting to set into account as we've seen quite a few of those bats.
Yeah.
I think probably 3 or 4, which is an impressive feat in a game that we're only halfway finished with.
Exactly, and those are hard because you have to anticipate them, and you have to actually be able to tip them.
Yep. Aldana to the line.
It's the second one.
Clean shot.
Caden
Martin
just took it right out of the air.
There was no denying Martin on that one. Completely snatched it midair. Didn't anticipate that.
He was flying right there. He floated.
Martin has definitely been a star player this game, I think.
Absolutely.
He's really proven himself.
Doesn't have a ton of points on the offensive end, but that doesn't, doesn't all.
No,
that's not all that contributes to a win. Of course, at the base of the game is, can you score more points in their team? But part of that is defensive stops gives your offense more possessions. And Martin has made some key, stops on defense, got some good steals, and then also made great decisions offensively to hit his teammates so then they can get that ball in the basket.
I think he's been one of those players that once you're around him, it's that intimidation that we mentioned. And just the prefrontal of what is he going to do? You never know.
Absolutely, and if you could put yourself in the ball hunter's shoes for a second, imagine that, I mean, it's only third quarter right now, but they do this all game. So could you imagine all game, you get the inbound, you turn around, there's the defender. Every single time.
Yep.
And sometimes you're going to break it, and sometimes you're not. But it's just by itself, it's just the fact that they're always there that just takes some energy away, because every single time you have to work it up
Gets
the
in
floor.
your head, yep.
And then if you make turnovers, you're like, crap. And so put yourself in their shoes for a second, and can you imagine turning around and seeing Martin there every single time?
Yep.
He just has gone, he's gone steal after steal in their press here. And can you imagine just turning around and seeing him again, and you're like, shucks. Can you guard someone else besides me? And so, like you said, the intimidation factor right there, that also plays in here.
Yeah, big time. And as you put it, points are not everything. Sometimes it's just the performance of the player itself. As this game, relatively close, 39-30. Not a huge deficit for Mountain View, but as I said, and as we mentioned, the first half, this is whenever the Golden Eagles shine and they take their flock, and they're just 2 steps ahead now. They were 1 step ahead the whole time in that first half, and now the second half, they're going to step it up and really, they're going to just
look to extend their lead. Absolutely. As on the floor right now, it looks like we had a technical on Strojan. I believe he tried to sub out too early. And some refs will be, gentle. Hey, go back, sub back in again. But some refs, it's like, hey, you're varsity players. You should know by now that you can't do this. And, of course, Trojan wouldn't do it intentionally, But looks like, there's probably some confusion on whether the whistle blown, to sub. But either way, it was too early, and so that was a technical on him. Mountain View able to hit one of their free throws. And that'll be their ball on the sideline here, about half court.
39-33 now. As Messenger.
Again, there's Frederick's defense right here.
Yep. Always on top of them. Justice. Pulls a feint on Messenger. Aldana, solemn face, just pretty much hands it off to Justice.
Got a little fancy there.
Yeah. Following in the footsteps
jelly
of his brother, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As Buff finds Burton. Burton tried to take the shot. Little to the left. As Messenger getting a little fancy with his footwork.
Garland right in the eyes of Ian.
As Martin, the familiar face, with possession. Finds Burton, slips it right to Justice. Justice, he's had quite a few
Good
points.
attack right there. Able to draw the eyes of all the defenders. They didn't even catch Martin slipping backside, so you just dish it right to him for a nice, easy finish off the glass. Aldana demanding that ball back. Finds Justice. Justice to Barton. Barton shot fakes, drives right around. A little, didn't quite hit, right where he wanted to on that backboard, so it'll roll out. Garland looking to pull that 3, but Aldana pulls it down.
As Aldana limping.
Something about his leg.
Yeah. Looks like he's walking perfectly fine, but either strained something or pulled. He just needs to sit, though.
Yes, Andy will come over to him, our athletic trainer, check him out, see if he needs anything at the moment.
Just make sure.
Assist him if he does.
Especially for such a key player in this game, you really need that big body.
Absolutely, and if it's something that, is not that big, like a cramp or something like that you can get them back in the game, you want to, but in the case that it is something bigger, Andy's there to help and assist him. Frederick patient around the arc. looking for their best shot. Buff goes in for a floater, able to create contact.
Now Buff at the line.
First one just nice and softly goes in.
Buff once again. And clean swipe right through the basket. As this lead has now extended 45-36. As I said, Frederick's still looking to take that extra step. And this might be the opportunity that they needed.
Justice bringing up the ball. He patiently is going to wait for the play. Denies the screen, gives it to Barton. Barton drives baseline.
Finds Buff. Buff.
Madeira just
Madeira went up
a little bit
times.
too much. Came up short.
As this will be Garland, who finds Kissinger. Kissinger able to drive right down underneath the basket. Doesn't pay off quite the way he intended, but still might result in points regardless. Sort of caught Frederick lacking on that one. And oh so close.
We'll take the attention just a second to the baseline on Frederick's side. Aldana, we see him rolling out his right thigh, so my assumption is probably a cramp. I did see him doing the same thing last game. So good sign because, it means nothing serious. He probably needs to roll it out, get that cramp. Maybe drink some pickle juice and then get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a good sign whenever you see a player limping, but it's one of those where there are certain signs that if it's not horrible, then it's probably cramping, and you want to assume the best. So
exactly, and Aldana back on the bench here.
Barton to the line. As Gibbs. Logan Gibbs, another familiar face.
One of the proud members of GEBN.
Yes, ma'am. And beautiful, easy, smooth shot. It's been fairly smooth sailings here for Frederick, but really just got to clean up the game, finish it off. As Seva finds Garland, who found Winkelman.
Exactly, again, we saw that boxing out right there. Madeira, good defense, keeping his hands straight up, but no boxing out, at least not everyone efficient enough to be able to secure a rebound, and Mountain View was able to have the putback.
Madeira to the line. Never too late to extend the lead even further. 47-38. And Garland able to snag the rebound. Burton on the coverage. Sort of rolled right out of his hands. And Morby will just give it straight to Garland. Smart look right there.
Gently laid it right over Frederick's hands, right, over the rim, beautifully into the net for 2 points. Making this 47-40, just a 7-point lead that Frederick has. As there's a timeout right here. Cole Davis, we just saw popping Dante Lechuga's back. Maybe that'll help his threes go in or something like that. Whatever it is,
The good luck charm.
If something's going wrong, you gotta fix it. It might help. In that case, if his back's bothering him, it needs to be popped.
You never know.
Pop it, Might as well.
As Frederick Justice searching, driving, finds Buff in the corner. Buff somehow sneaks it over defenders. Garland tried to get a hand on it. Finds Burton. Burton tries to find Justice, but was swatted down by Roth. And
Ooh,
Justice
nice pump fake.
still able to get his hands on it anyway, and an impressive hand at that. As the Golden Eagles now pulling even further ahead, 10 points in the lead, which in this game, not a super high scoring game at the moment. Still plenty to play. I'm sure
Matt, you able to catch Frederick off guard right there with the immediate turnaround defense. And able to get Justice to touch it right before it goes out of bounds, securing themselves another possession.
And Frederick, what an impressive effort. Burton got his hands on it and wouldn't let it go.
That'll be Barton's third. You can see him motioning over to the coaches. Hey, that's my third. He's trying to be smart here.
Yep.
There's not a terrible spot to be, but it's not a great spot at this point in time. And so they will sub Martin in for him.
As Garland pulls a slick one on Martin. And slips it underneath. To Maris Benz, who was able to capitalize.
A little discussion here between the refs. They will go talk to the table now.
Yeah, lots of discussing.
It's still Frederick's ball, so not really sure what happened right there, what caused them to stop the game for that, but Frederick will toss it in to Aldana. Aldana skip past the Buff. Buff drive. A little high on the pass to Gibbs.
Yeah, gotta slow it down late in the game. You can't throw the game. As Garland Martin finds Justice. Justice driving. Finds Buff. Buff, nobody around him. Morby was defending.
Good pull up.
Garland took a swat at Martin's butt. Interesting look. He hesitated a little after.
That could be a variety of things. It might be, maybe he's frustrated with him. Maybe he's going, hey, that's a tough finish, and so I respect that. And so it's a little tap on the butt. Hey, I respect you. I see you. or maybe he's actually ran into him. You never know. But
Never know. Could mean a few things as we have a timeout. And we are going to go down to the sideline to the third member of our team, Frida Wishman.
Thank you so much, Carly and Zoe. Down here on the sideline, what a first half. Both teams scoring all over this court. There was a ton of defense, just like I predicted. Frederick is all over Mountain View. Mountain View trying to come back, but Frederick, they just need to keep staying in the lead, not giving up any free points, and hopefully win this game. Back to you.
Welcome back to the Golden Eagles Broadcast Network. I am Zoe Wittler, joined alongside Carly Evans. This has been quite an interesting game so far. Definitely not like the first game previously this year.
Yes,
Frederick
ma'am.
and Mountain View have chosen to keep it interesting, which
I'm not mad
it's
about.
honestly entertaining. So
It is.
I'm not against this.
No, ma'am, me neither. 52-44, your score, your Golden Eagles still with that edge.
Martin tips it right from behind him. Messenger lays it in. Little confusion who's inbounding the ball, but
yeah,
Gibbs able to throw it into Aldana. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs handles the pressure like nothing else. Tough there for Gibbs as he was able to collapse the defense and throw it out to Buff, but Messenger was just a second ahead of him. Saw him coming, set his feet, took the charge, and was able to get it.
It looks like he stepped out.
You can see the rowdy crowd immediately
The
pointing to
rowdy
it like,
crowd,
hey,
yep.
the sideline, the sideline.
Yeah, they will not let that slide. If the rowdy crowd sees something, the rowdy crowd will make sure that everyone is aware of it.
For sure. Justice keeping himself on his toes. Aldana driving in.
Aldana
sneaks it right through their hands.
I mean, beautiful finish. It looks like that was Messenger who got right underneath that basket and able to draw the foul. (54-46). This game that much closer at the start of the fourth quarter. As Aldana, Justice tried to keep it in.
And he's able to. He jumps out of bounds, grabs the ball and throws it right off of Messenger. It'll be Frederick's ball on the baseline right after this timeout. Coach Conway probably trying to, give the boys some coach-ups right here. Fourth quarter, about an 8-point lead, if I'm reading that right.
Yes,
Maybe a
ma'am.
7-point lead.
54-47.
Yes. It's just the time. I mean, it's still early on in the fourth quarter, but, you kind of got to apply the same principles to mind that Mountain View's, got to come to you. You're the one that's up. They have to come to you. They're the one, that's trying to, make shots to try to come back and all this. And so you have to know that you have. So you can't force anything, but you can't score at all. We've talked about this before, I believe, but
We have.
And again, like I said, this is way early on in the fourth quarter, not even a minute down, but just
This time moves fast, though. Really
but just
gotta
maintaining
utilize
that poise. I wouldn't say it's necessarily quite time to to be extra cautious, offensively, but just also you don't need to take any risks. I guess what I'm trying to get at.
Be calculated with what you're doing. Yeah, for sure. With Aldana's shot, it's a little too far left as to where he was standing. Probably didn't plant the feet enough. As Kissinger able to drive right underneath the basket. 54-49. This game that much closer.
Coach Connell will call another timeout as Mountain View is able to close the lead to 5. It's been a theme all game, but just slowing down mentally. And so if I could guess what they're talking about today, that's probably, or not today, but in that timeout, that's probably what it is. Boys, slow down. Boys, we're up. Guys, they have to come to us. Slow down.
Yep.
Don't force anything.
Don't play the game at their pace. Play it at your pace.
At your pace, absolutely.
As like you put it, still very early on, and don't want to rush anything. Don't want to do anything sort of costly this late in the game, especially since they've always had that one step since the very beginning, and you don't want to lose that edge that you've had.
Exactly, and with it still being, about 7 minutes left, maybe a little less in the fourth, there's still plenty of time for anything to happen. That's one of the entertaining things about basketball is that you could be down 20 and have a comeback in the fourth quarter. Now, is that rare? Yes. But is it possible? Has it happened? Yes.
The possibilities are endless.
Exactly. And so that kind of just, with about 6-ish minutes left, anything can happen. So you have to be smart if you're Frederick.
As
Frederick and their main press.
We'll find Messenger. Messenger somehow snags it to Kissinger. Kissinger right underneath there. Martin able to snag the rebound. Martin
Smart
sort of
pullback.
pivots. Martin just takes the shot himself. Tried to tidy up that drive down the court. But instead, it'll be Messenger. Messenger to the line. 54-51 now. This game inching that much closer to a tie game. Something that the Golden Eagles, I think, were not anticipating. As I mentioned, they were always at least 5 points ahead. This is the closest the game has been since the very beginning.
I believe you are right. So this will be fun to see what happens. Frederick has kept their cool through all the ups and downs of this game, and so you hope that they do the same now. But we will see. As
a little shaky with ball protection.
Barnes took that charge a little too early, right before the contact.
Yeah, sort of slumped over.
And that'll make this a tie game, forcing Coach Conway to take another timeout here. This could be very costly. We're only about halfway through the quarter. Conway's used about 2 timeouts.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's risky. If you're him, you're weighing in. Do I let it go? Do I not? Do I want to save this timeout for the end of the game when it might be close like this and I need a timeout to get a shot to win the game? And I think, he ruled right now that, no, the best thing to do right now is get a timeout, collect the boys, get them right on track, so then it doesn't have to get into that type of situation.
Yep, keep the headspace clear, because you can tell Mountain View is really starting to get into their headspace.
Totally, and Mountain View's energy is so high. They've gotten about a 7-0 run right here, and so
Justice hoping to change it. Quite a move right there on Roth. Beautiful ball control. As Burton pulls a slick one. As Garland, not somebody that you want to have this ball late in this game. Kissinger. Burton once again with possession. Tries to find somebody, finds Lechuga.
Barton moved a little too soon after setting that screen, so it'll be an illegal screen on Barton.
Conway will have a chat with him. And looks like it will be Roth going to bring us back into this game. As he searches, finds Messenger, who snags it to Garland. Garland just going to take the shot himself. Caught Buffington a little too early on the jump there.
Nice straight up D. Aldana. He gave him contact, but made sure not to foul him. And so, as Mars Benz was trying to, you know, push him, get it room, find something for himself, he ended up traveling. So, way to force a turnover there by Aldana. Lechuga now with the ball.
Lechuga
Nice back
slipped
door.
it underneath to Buffington. Buffington tried to just take it himself. Didn't pay off quite the way they had anticipated. It looks like Davis gonna come in for a little bit. Lechuga getting subbed out.
Davis for Lechuga. I'm not sure if Davis has come in.
This is Davis's
In a
first
little
time.
while.
Yeah. I believe it's his first time or second time being subbed into the game. Woo! Clean snag by Messenger. Beautiful steal, unfortunately. Not something that Frederick wants to happen, as this game is tied once again 56-56 apiece. 4.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. This game really amping up.
Frederick's got to be careful when they're in this scenario. They cannot begin to go ISO. That's going to ruin you. You know, as tempting it is to, you know, say, hey, I got this. I want to, you know, bring this out for my team. Your intentions might not be ISO, but it's going to end up leading to you going ISO. And like I said, that's going to ruin the, you know, any chance you have.
Yes, ma'am.
Or at least bring down your chances quite a bit. And so they got to make sure that they continue playing as a team, working for the best shots, and then maintaining the aggressiveness on defense to look to force those turnovers. Frederick has not been able to hit many threes tonight.
Oof. I thought we were gonna jinx that one, thankfully, but instead, it'll be Messenger with a shot of his own in retaliation. 56-59, one of the first leads that Mountain View has had all game, and sort of a concerning sign for Frederick here late. Buffington, excuse me.
Barton, right back,
Zach.
answers back.
Burton with that mentality to just keep pushing. As Garland found Messenger. A little bit of a shove there slightly. Maybe some of the theatrics, but
I mean, that's smart. And I think something that players and parents both don't realize is that a charge isn't only when someone's driving, you know, and you slide into their lane and you plant your feet and you take a charge. A charge can be like that too. You know, Barton his feet were set, he didn't move, and the guy backed up into him. Like a charge is just when you have your ground and the offense hits you and you fall because you maintained it. You have a right to that ground essentially, and so Barton was smart right there.
Sort of that whole defenseless player mentality, yeah.
Yeah.
As this time it'll be Buff with the shot.
Aldana works for that, gets the and one.
59-59 tied once again in this game as this clock sort of wandering down.
We're at 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
As what a great way to jump back into the broadcasting. I mean, think about it. We've been gone for quite some time. They're 7-7, and this is quite a game.
Oh yeah. That'll be an over and back call. As the inbounder, you cannot pass it in and then be the first one to touch it.
Garland slipped up, and there was
I mean, that was good hustle, not just to let Frederick get the ball. And honestly, that might have been smart because it prevented Frederick from having an easy layup.
Yep.
However, that is still an illegal move.
Oof. You can see the shock from Mountain View. Saw Messenger put his hands up, gawking. Like, are you sure about this? But as we've talked about, the whole thing with the refs, you can love them, you can hate them, but during the game, they're right, whether or not you agree with the call.
Absolutely.
Seva gonna come into the game, replacing Roth. Burton somehow manages to slink it to Aldana. Aldana slips it. Aldana underneath, grab. Justice realizing he has to get closer, breaks the defense. Just split him right down the seam.
That inside-out work is so valuable in the game of basketball. It draws the, once you get in the post, it draws the defender's eyes to you. You kick it out. You can either hit the three, or like Justice did, he knew they were going to anticipate that, gave him a shot fake and drove.
Justice just managing the dirty work himself at the end of this game as we are close to the last 2 minutes.
I will put your Frederick Golden Eagles up 7, 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. Forces Mountain View into a timeout. I'm almost speechless. The game has high tensions right now. Not too nervous yet because there's still 2 minutes left, but definitely, quiet in the gym, fans, players, coaches, they're all anticipating, a little nervous what's going to happen.
Yep. You can feel the energy, the excitement,
the nerves,
the apprehension.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
It's a bundle, like the last 5 minutes of the game, regardless of how close the game is. It's just that feeling of, like, the tingling sensation of walking on pins and needles, and you could mess up at any second, but you could also improve this score for Frederick at any point in time.
Oh, yeah.
As Messenger will find Garland. Garland being defended by Burton. Burton following closely in hot pursuit. Is a little too shy of the basket there from Messenger.
Barton trying to dribble between too many defenders. Barton going after that loose ball. That will be Mountain View's 5th foul here, setting Barton to the line. This will put Mountain View in an interesting spot. They're not that far behind Frederick, but since they are in foul trouble as a team, and the sense that every foul they have sends Frederick to the line for 2 points.
So now they really have to be careful.
Really gives Frederick the opportunity to pull this game away. And so that puts Mountain View in an interesting spot here.
Yep. Sort of a slippery slope for them. As Burton with the second shot now. And able to squeak the second point in.
Extends to a 10-point lead. That will be Frederick's 5th foul, so now we have both teams here.
So now this can benefit
so not
or
only
hurt
is Mountain
both.
View in an interesting situation, but Frederick is as well, and that makes it, I think, for lack of a better word, even more interesting. Just,
I mean, this whole game has been
every
interesting
foul
for
sends
sure.
someone to the free throw line. It gives Frederick the opportunity to extend the lead. It gives Mountain View the opportunity to close the lead.
Couldn't have said it better. Aldana finds Burton. Burton slinking past Garland. Haven't seen footwork like that in a hot minute.
Frederick looking to remain patient right here.
Snuck it back to Burton.
There's
It's like
Burton.
Davis now substituted in. Burton covered beautifully, but finds Davis, finds a wide open Justice. Justice fakes to Buff. Buff takes the actual shot. Oh, so close.
Just short, but Frederick did a good job being extremely patient. Here's about the time that I was talking about, that you have to know Mountain View is coming to you, and so be extra patient in your offense. Work to find that shot, and in that sense they did, and got to Buff, and that was a good shot for Buff. He can hit those, and he was wide open, so that was good. Mountain View here forced to foul Frederick to stop clock, because we're just under a minute, 58 seconds to be precise. Barton to the line.
Burton's really looking to close this game out, I think, as there is 56 seconds left, 69-60. Your Golden Eagles leading by 9. So a little under a minute left, and this game, 10-point difference. Mountain View, though, if they can get Garland in a spot for those threes, this really could still be an even closer game.
Oh yeah, the game's not over. The game's not over till the buzzer goes off, and so
Frederick really going to have to lock in.
Here. Coming out of this timeout here.
Messenger gonna bring us in. Kissinger
lobs are right back.
And sloppy ball control by Mountain View whenever they really, really needed to lock in. As this is not only a time waster, but just another opportunity to score.
Interesting choice here from Coach Conway to go into a full timeout. Their team is up, 10.
10 points.
Up 10, less than a minute. But, I trust Coach Conway. He's been in these situations before.
Zoe, as someone who plays basketball, what do you think Coach Conway's mentality is right now to take the timeout so late in the game with under a minute, with them leading by 10? What do you think he's talking to his players about right now?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. That is part of the reason why I said it's interesting, the decision that he made this right here. He's up 10. Under a minute. It's going to be Mountain View that's going to have to foul them. If anything, I could just guess that he's reiterating on the fact, just be patient. Frederick is, and so, or, maybe it's something that Mountain View came out in that he's like, we need to talk about this or something like that. But other than that, I'm not quite sure. But again, I trust Coach Conway. He's been in these positions before.
Yeah, always trust
the coach. He knows his guys. He knows what to do.
As Burton finds Justice, and they can look to pretty much seal the win if they can keep control of this ball.
Justice looking to, Frederick in general looking to try and just basically play keep away from Mountain View
It's
right
like the
now.
whole monkey in the middle game.
Oh, absolutely. Pass a little long.
Frederick pretty much sealed the win, though, as there is
10 seconds left.
Yep. Now under 10. Clock running.
Fred just got this win right here. good for Frederick. They needed this. They also set their record 8-7, heading to Fort Morgan this Friday. This is a good way for Frederick to end the game today, able to pull out the win.
As I couldn't have said it better, beautiful win from Frederick. Really locked up towards the end of the game whenever they needed to most. It was tight in spots, but nothing that they couldn't manage.
Exactly. Frederick's still knowing what they're capable of, even when Mountain View went on those runs, closed the game in. Not once were they phased by it. They just, kept playing their game, and look where it brought them.
As we are going to go down to the sideline now with the third member of our party, Frida Wishman.
Thanks, Carly and Zoe. I'm down here with Jonathan Madeira. Jonathan, what were the biggest positives defensively for your guys' team out on the court?
Trapping the ball, stopping the ball, rebounding. We did good on rebounding tonight.
What do you think are going to be the biggest areas of focus in your upcoming practices to prepare for your next game?
Not getting beat on defense, probably, as a team. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Back up to the Eagles' nest.
And with that, we are back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Today's broadcast of FHS Boys Basketball has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been sophomore Carly Evans alongside junior Zoe Wittler. Our director and the technical producer of GEBN is sophomore Wyatt Morrison. Our camera operators are freshmen Micah Sagapolete, and Ethan DeLear. Our producer down on the sideline is junior Carson Matthews. Our production assistants are junior Lily Silva and sophomore Izzy Wartner. The third member of our team down on the sideline is freshman Frida Wishman. Mr. Marsing is GEBN's advisor. Be sure to be right back here on GEBN next Tuesday night as these basketball Golden Eagles take on Northridge High School in our next GEBN broadcast. For everyone here at FHS, I'm Carly Evans, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.